pressure's on to find our new teammate.
Huh? Robert was what? So you're telling me this Hannon guy has taken over Robert's body?
This is crazy! I've never heard of a Celestial like that before.
Who are you?
Oh, I was wondering when you'd notice me. I am the aide to the King of the Celestial World, and I've come here to explain the rules for the second round. The second round begins in exactly 3 weeks. Power users will be able to form teams this time, and each team can have up to a maximum of 5 fighters. However, since you've all been enemies up till now, it's probably going to take you a little while for you to form teams. During this team-building period, it's perfectly alright to force people to join your team by fighting them. Even if you are knocked unconscious in one of these battles, you won't lose your power or be disqualified from the competition, so don't worry. I'll have more details for you in 3 weeks.
I wasn't expecting any team fighting. Sure, we've got 4, but I don't know how easy it'll be to find a 5th.
Well, there's this one guy I know that might be a good fit. The power user that Rinko told us about. Hideyoshi Soya. But there is one thing you should know first. Everyone who's ever fought against him swears they never want to face him again. Hideyoshi Soya. Great! Is this guy even human? Huh? Oh, I know. You're gonna say there's no point worrying right now. And we'll just have to decide whether we want him after we meet.
I was just wondering if you had any motion sickness medicine on you.
Get away from me, you idiot! He's here! I know there's a power user close by. He must be just around this corner. I'm about to come face to face with this gorilla! That's no gorilla. He's a monkey.
It sure is hard work managing all these part-time jobs. That looks like pretty tough work. Oh, how wrong you are. To be honest, it's fun and highly rewarding. I can't get enough of it. I just can't stop myself. Clean, scrub, wash, somebody help me. If you can't understand the fun in this, you're practically missing out on the best part of life.
Hey! If you're having so much fun, let me try!
Yeah, me too. Huh? No way! I can't let you do it. Seriously, this is so much fun for me. I just don't think I can stop myself. Clean, scrub.
Please, just a little bit, come on!
I'm begging you. But I can't let you do it for free. If you pay me $5 each, I suppose I can let you...
Yay! I feel so alive!
I just can't stop. Why would I?
You know, it's actually...
No fun at all. Hey,
Huh?
she's looking real shiny. Here's the cash. I'll be back. Thanks a lot. Master of Trickery, Hideyoshi Soya. Year 1. Nickname, Tricky. Honestly, you guys really helped me out a lot. See ya!
He tricked us! Hold on a second! Hey! Ew! How dare you act like that?
Take it easy, will ya? After all, we didn't come here to pick a fight.
But, Ueki?
You're Hideyoshi, right? Both of us are power users as well. We came here to recruit you as a teammate. You too?
Huh?
So you guys work for him too, do ya? Well, to be totally honest, I don't plan to fight in any more battles. Who are you talking about anyway? And now, power to change a stone into a huge meteor! If he uses a power like that in the middle of town, it'll be a total disaster. Get down! Soy sauce bomb! That's not my power, you idiot!
He tricked us again! Ueki, are you okay? I think I'm starting to understand why no one wants to fight this guy. Maybe we should just look for someone else to join our team. Hideyoshi, I really need your help cleaning the chicken coop. Could you help me practice riding my bike? Can you help me with my homework again?
I honestly want to help you, but you can't all ask me at once. I don't get it. Can't you guys manage to do anything on your own?
We found you, Hideyoshi! This probably isn't news to you, but you're a hard guy to find.
Don't you quit! Honestly, are you two looking for another one of my soy sauce bombs? Hang on. Like I said, we really didn't come here today to pick a fight. We came to give this back to you. It's yours, right? Huh? Hey, thanks a lot! I was looking for that!
So, is that a present from all the kids here?
Yeah. I try to do whatever I can for these orphans, but to be honest with you, all I really do is play with them. And buy them candy from time to time. But still, these guys gave me this, as a way of showing me their thanks. Hey, earlier on you were saying something about us working for someone. So, who are you talking about? Are you serious? You don't know? I'm talking about the king candidate who sponsored me. His name's Zach. He might be a candidate, but he surrounds himself with some pretty rotten people. I don't like him. He wants me to join a team and take part in the second-round battles. He just won't leave us alone. To be honest, I've never had any interest in the talent of playing, and there's just no way anyone could ever get me to fight for Zack. Besides, I wouldn't abandon these guys just so I could fight in the second round.
Huh? We'll find someone another time.
Sure. By the way, why'd you have a picture of a gorilla for your profile?
Honestly, it's just a bluff.
Tricky guy.
Zack, is that punk Hideyoshi still refusing to join our team?
Don't worry about it. Right now, he has a reason to refuse. But what if that reason was to disappear?
Oh! Thought you had me, huh? I'll show you!
He's coming! Here goes! Huh?
What are you doing here? Don't you want to play with the other kids?
No, I'm not really good at anything. The other kids don't want me to play with them.
I bet that's not true. Come on, let's go. Huh?
Are you okay? Kintaro, honestly, we can have some fun. Why don't we go play some dodgeball? All right, bring it on.
If we can get Hideyoshi, we'll knock both of them out at once. Here it comes.
You're never gonna hit Kintaro and me if you throw the ball that slow.
Kintaro's just being the same as ever.
The same as ever?
That kid, you never see him doing anything on his own, and if you try to make him, he starts crying right away. We've given up on him.
See that? You're no match for the invincible duo. Now, get ready to... Huh?
It's time for you to play on your own.
What?
I don't wanna! Why do you say that? I can't do it! You can! Even if you don't have the ability, if you try hard enough, you can do anything. Someone once taught me that. No! That's a lie! I don't believe you! Show me who said that! Right there!
Huh?
Then, are you trying to tell me you learned how to do everything just because you worked hard? So there's nothing you're not good at anymore?
Oh no, there's copying, studying, and recently I've even gotten bad at doing backflips.
I knew it! I knew there were things that you could do! If you're really saying the hard work pays off, then why don't you learn how to do backflips in one day? Huh? Working hard isn't going to change anything. Huh?
What kind of person would do this?
You chicken thief! You can't take my chicken!
He's one of Zack's followers. Kintaro!
Kentaro! Uko, you too, a bit of a casual guy. I was only expecting you to come, Hideyoshi.
Kintaro! I'm coming to save you!
Oh my, I almost forgot. There are two of us as well. You're pretty fast. You dodged my beautiful attack. Not bad. Nico, you're too. Daily routine staring into the mirror.
It's pretty dirty of you to involve these kids when they have nothing to do with this.
Huh? And for what? Just because I won't go along with your stupid plans? Honestly, you'll pay for this! Power to change a wall into a giant tsunami!
I don't see it.
The Magnum!
Ooh.
Ueki! I got this guy right where I want him! You take care of the other one, okay? No!
Hideyoshi was lucky, you know. He could have chosen me as his opponent instead. After all, there's no way he'd be able to suppress my beautiful power. And yes, that goes for you too. I can't figure out this guy's power. Where'd he come from? There's nowhere to hide around here. So, you've noticed. That's right. I have the power to change my beautiful hair into a drill. This power allows me to move through the earth at will, wherever and whenever I want. I can go 300 kilometers an hour, and the beauty of it is I don't make a sound. You have no way of knowing where I'll surface. 300 kilometers an hour. If he moves at that speed, I won't even be able to dodge him with the Raika. I wonder if I can block his drill with my hood. place is completely walled in. It's about the worst place you could be right now. Good luck guessing where I'm coming from next. You see? I guess by now you know that as soon as I go underground, it's too late. You have absolutely no way to stop me. Now, why don't we see how long you can hold up against my beautiful attacks?
How do I stop this guy? What should I do? There's gotta be a way.
Once I drill into the ground, there's no one who can beat me.
That's what you get.
That was so brutal. You're too strong.
Kentaro, are you alright?
Those guys said they were gonna destroy our house while Hideyoshi was gone. They said he'll join their team once the house and all the kids are gone.
Damn! So all of this was just a diversion to get us out of the house. I've got no time to be looking for Hideyoshi now. I need your help, Kentaro. I want you to find Hideyoshi.
I don't want to. There's lots of scary guys where Hideyoshi is right now. If I go there, they might get me.
All you have to do is call for him from a distance, please.
I'm scared.
All right, watch this.
Huh?
See that? You can do it if you try. Give it your best. I know you can do it.
Really? Do you really think so? All I have to do is try?
Yeah, but you have to really try.
Why do you want to help us so much anyway? You can end up getting hurt too.
I guess it's because my hero was a guy who was always willing to step in and help others who were in trouble.
Really? Maybe I can become like Hideyoshi then.
Of course.
I'll go and get him.
So they want to destroy the kid's house, huh? I will never let that happen.
The power to change rubber balls into strong foam pure acid!
Well, that's strange. Where'd he go?
Honestly, stay away from me!
His voice is coming from over here.
Honestly, just leave me alone! I fooled that dope with the power to change my voice into a portrait. I can cast it anywhere within 10 meters.
Hideyoshi? It's me.
Kentaro! What? It was a trap?
Oh my.
Huh?
There you are. I might have fallen for your little trick the first time, but it won't happen again. And now that I've seen it for myself, I know how useless your power is.
Come on, let's go! This way!
Oh my. Another game of hide and seek. If you had just joined us in the first place, we wouldn't have had to destroy that house. But then again, I suppose this is all a part of Zack's master plan.
So these guys were planning to destroy the House of the Sun from the very beginning. I can't let Zack get away with this. Well, guess there's no way around it. But what are you gonna do, right? You know what? I really don't care what happens to that house. Do what you want. And just because you destroyed the house doesn't mean that I'm automatically gonna join you guys either. Besides, why would I want to be on a team of weaklings anyway?
We're not a bunch of weaklings, and I'll have you know, my rubber balls are 100% accurate!
Oh! Then, I'll make you a deal. How about I join your team if you can hit the bullseye with one of your 100% accurate rubber balls? So, do you have what it takes?
Oh my, I'll have no problem hitting the bullseye. You just watch! Ah!
But I suppose if it's just one shot, it could have been a fluke. How about another one?
Oh my, so it's up there now.
Now, what about this one? And right over here?
How's that? Oh my, I think I might have lost him.
What about over here?
Oh my, they're not real!
Special wasabi beam!
Oh my! What's going on in
What
here?
about here?
He's not really there!
Not so flash!
Now I'm angry!
He's lost it now. Honestly, I don't know how we're gonna get out of here like this. What am I supposed to do?
I have an idea.
Really? You do, Kentaro? Honestly, that's what I'm thinking we should do right now.
But all you've been doing the whole time is running around.
Just shut up. Don't be interrupting me when I'm trying to think, okay?
Oh my, are they actually fighting? This could be my big chance.
I know. How about we hit him right in the face with a soy sauce ball?
Could this be another trap?
It looks pretty bad. All you can do is hide from them, you chicken.
No, there's no way that kid could pull this off on his own. It couldn't happen. What? Was I fooled again?
Wasabi Natoba!
Huh?
Over here.
Honestly, there was no way you were gonna beat me. Come and see me in a million years, and we'll also the sun faster
Hideyoshi, I leave the House of the Sun in your hands.
I can't let Nero down.
Ow.
Are you alright, Kentaro?
It's my foot. I think I hurt it.
He's barefoot. Here, you can wear these.
But then, what are you gonna wear?
Honestly, don't worry about me. I'll be just fine. Huh? Come on.
Hideyoshi.
Stay there!
You untie me right this minute!
Is this all of them? Yes, Zach, that's everyone.
And it's about time, too. I had no idea it would take this long. Catching all those sneaky little brats wasn't as easy as I thought.
We didn't have much of a choice. If I had allowed you to use your powers, you might have accidentally hurt one of those kids. And I can't afford for you to lose any of your talents carelessly at this stage now, can I?
Capucho, Year 1, Team Leader. Personality, repetitive.
Mario, Year 3, best subject, English. As long as the House of the Sun is left standing, Hideyoshi won't take part in the second round. But if we destroy it, he'll have no other choice. Zack, Hideyoshi's second candidate, desires to be king of the celestial world.
If you destroy this house, what's gonna happen to these kids?
I don't care. It's not my problem.
Hey, Zack, Capucho, I've come up with the perfect name for our battle plan. What do you think of this? Hyper Crash Revolution is going to destroy this house!
Can we just destroy the place already?
Hey, come on!
Ueki, what's keeping you? We really need your help.
How am I supposed to get out of here?
All right, Mario, go ahead and use your power to destroy the house.
Hyper Crash Revolution is going to...
Hold it right there.
Hold it right there! Wait a minute, that's not it!
What's Hideyoshi doing here? I thought Nico and Ugo were supposed to have slowed him down.
Mr. Hideyoshi!
Honestly, I'm not going to let you lay one finger on that house. I'll defend it with my life if I have to.
Hideyoshi! Hideyoshi!
Mario, we can't let this guy get in our way. Better put him to sleep. Sleep first.
All right, I'll call this my ultra-speedy put-him-to-sleep attack! Using my power to shape my body into a super dynamic, elegant ball!
What's he talking about? Elegant what?
I've heard stories about your speed, and now I've seen it for myself.
What is he, a billiard ball?
I am not a billiard ball! I'm a super dynamic, elegant ball, okay?
Well, you look exactly like a billiard ball to me.
The House of the Sun won't be able to take a direct hit from him without being total.
What should I do?
Hideyoshi! Hideyoshi!
I've got it.
Huh? Look! Tricky Big Bro's ears twitching. That means he's gonna trick them. All right!
Honestly, you kids are so great.
Ha! They can cheer all they like, but it's not gonna do any good.
Hey, wait a minute. There's still some kids inside.
That can't be. I know we got them all out of there.
You guys know that if you destroy that house with those kids inside, honestly, you'll lose your talents.
Hey, Capucho, Zack, what am I supposed to do now?
All right, now I've got you.
You imbecile! Those are only portraits. Hideyoshi's power is the power to change his voice into a portrait. He must have put portraits of those kids inside the house.
I don't like this guy.
It's not much of a power on its own. But if I could combine it with my power, I'd be stronger than anyone. No one could defeat me.
And just what is your power?
The power to change my own voice into freezing gas!
Oh no, what now?
I get it now. If Capucho were to combine his power with Hideyoshi's power, he'd have the ability to blow freezing gas from just about anywhere. That would truly be a formidable power.
Hideyoshi, the limiting condition for your power is that you need to be able to bend any one of your fingers or toes. But as they are all encased in ice, you'll find it impossible for you to do so.
I'm not sure what you could have been thinking, but it was a pretty stupid idea to come here barefoot.
No, it's all my fault.
All that's left to do now is to put you to sleep. Super dynamic, elegant ball!
It's no good. I can't dodge it.
Oh no, Hideyoshi! Tricky Big Bro!
No one's ever gotten back on his feet after a direct hit from Mario. Guess it's all over.
Hideyoshi! Mr. Hideyoshi!
Oh, I can't even move. I don't want to go down like this in front of the kids. I'm supposed to protect their house. Nero's house. Nero!
If only Ueki were here, he'd know what to do!
Huh? Ueki's not back yet?
What the? I'm amazed that he can still talk.
But he left before me. He should be here by now.
No! He never showed up!
Mario, Finish him off.
Okay, Capucho, no problem.
Is it Ueki?
It couldn't be. Nico's back and has recovered beautifully.
Oh no, not another power user.
I thought Ueki knocked you out.
During the team recruitment period, we do not lose our powers if we're knocked out by someone with supernatural powers. And my power to change my beautiful hair into a drill is perfectly intact.
Nico, what have you been doing all this time?
Don't worry, Capucho. I'll beautifully make it up to you. I will drill into the ground and beautifully destroy that house from below! No, stop! Please, don't do it! Once I'm underground, no one is more powerful than me!
I thought I told you not to be doing that.
It's Ueki!
I made it just in time.
Hey, Ueki!
Take this! Super dynamic element ball!
That just looks like an oversized billiard ball.
Hey, I said it's a super dynamic elegant ball!
A billiard ball needs a cue. That's where a billiard ball belongs, down in the pocket.
He finished Nico and Mario off with one hit. Who is this guy anyway?
He's a celestial.
No way!
There can be no doubt about it. He used a sacred weapon. It was about 10 years ago now that I heard a rumor about a celestial who sent his son down to the human world. I guess it was true.
He's a celestial. No wonder he's so strong.
I guess we'll have to be prepared to do battle with more guys like this in the second round. We're really gonna need Hideyoshi more than ever now.
Ueki, we needed you. Where have you been all this time?
I fell into the tunnels made by that drill-haired guy and got lost. I'm sorry. You guys are awful. I can't believe you'd risk harming these innocent children just to win a battle. I'm not gonna let you get away with it.
Ueki,
Tricky big bro!
See that? You can do it if you try.
there.
Kentaro? I can't believe you came back here.
Yeah, you're the biggest scaredy cat ever. I've decided that I'm gonna stop being scared of things that I haven't tried before. Huh? Mr. Ueki taught me that if I try something, I just might be able to do it. I think that Nero would be pretty sad if he knew that we weren't doing anything to help out.
Kentaro's right. We shouldn't just sit around and cry while those guys are planning to destroy our house. We gotta do something.
Nero would want us to do something, wouldn't he?
We can fight back in our own way.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone, get back into the house. If we're all inside, they can't destroy it.
Those brats! Ridiculous!
Thank you so much, Kentaro.
Hey, where did everybody go? What happened?
I'll break that ice for you, Mr. Hideyoshi.
Kentaro, thanks!
Rogane!
The power to change my own voice into a freezing gas. Level 2.
You can freeze it all you want, but it's still coming right at you. Hit it! What happened? He smashed the Kurogane and the ice didn't even hit him.
Are you shocked? Shocked by that? That's what my level 2 looks like.
You're level 2?
Oh no! Is this guy going to turn into a level 2 just like Robert?
Things that have been frozen by my freezing gas power become as easy for me to crumble as a cookie, but remain deadly to everyone else. Take this! Take this!
Rika!
Are you gonna run? Run away? Then how about this? Four-shot freezing gas attack!
Oh no, this sucks.
The way I understand it, you can't use your sacred weapons if you can't move your hands, which means the match is over. After all, from this short distance, I could very easily turn your entire body into a solid piece of ice.
Stop it right now!
I really messed up. I should have thought of that before he froze my hands.
This is it!
Oh no, there's nothing I can do.
This is it! Wait a minute! This can't be happening! We froze each other! What's going on on here?
Honestly, Capucho, you lose this one.
Hideyoshi,
How did you do it?
Honestly, they don't call me Mr. Tricky for nothing. I used my power and put your portrait on Ueki's shirt. And I also made it the same color so you wouldn't be able to see it. I'm gonna knock you out by hitting you from behind.
I have no choice. Reset! All I have to do is say reset, and all of the ice instantly melts away.
No way!
This time, I'll make sure it's over.
no, I don't think so. 7-star sacred weapon! Gulliver!
What is this? What's happening?
I'm only gonna give you this one warning. Don't you dare try to use your freezing gas on me now. Because if you do, you will lose in exactly half a second.
You think a bluff like that is going to work on me?
Gulliver!
Hey, what's that? What just happened?
The Gulliver is a sacred weapon for capturing your opponent. I can activate it from any square that I've cast on the playing field. It's completely impossible to escape from.
Ueki, when did you find the time to go to the Awakening Orden anyway?
Huh? It was right after I got back from being at Dogger Mansion. Did I forget to tell you about it?
Yay! We're the 7-star coaching beast!
The power you can attain here is...
It's the Turbo Power!
I guess if you're totally frozen from head to toe, there's not much you can do.
Hold it! Those kids sure are fast. Hey, what's going on out there? It's awfully quiet.
There you are.
Ah, no, it can't be.
Hideyoshi told me there's a rule that you candidates are not allowed to damage human property under any circumstance. So whatever you were planning here is out. I'm not gonna let you destroy the House of the Sun. So you can try something with me, a power user, and go to the underworld for it. Or you can wait for me to blow you away. I'll leave it up to you.
You guys have no idea, do you? No matter how badly you want Hideyoshi to join your team, he never will. So it's you who will have to make a choice, not me.
What's that supposed to mean?
It was a man called Nero who gave Hideyoshi his power. He has absolutely no interest in attaining the throne of the celestial world. A regular celestial can't stay in the human world for very long, but it's a totally different situation if you can become a candidate. The only reason Nero gave Hideyoshi his power was so that he could stay here in this world. You mean you'll become a power user just for me?
Hey, you came into the human world in order to help people, didn't you? If you have to make someone here a power user in order to do that, well, honestly, I'd be more than happy to do it for you.
Hideyoshi, But then Nero foolishly attacked a power user and went straight to the underworld.
Why? Why did you go and defeat that power user for my sake? I never asked you to do that.
Hideyoshi, I'm counting on you to take care of the House of the Sun from now on. I was only here a short while, but I enjoyed every minute.
Oh, Nero.
That's why Hideyoshi will never be able to leave the House of the Sun.
Yeah, so what? I'm helping Hideyoshi because I happen to like the guy. It has nothing to do with trying to recruit him for our team.
That's ridiculous. That's your only reason?
Ueki!
Besides, we're really only taking part in this battle in the first place so that we can rescue a candidate that went to the underworld. So I guess we might as well rescue another one while we're at it.
What? Honestly? You can do that? I had no idea.
Are you ready for this?
Ueki, honestly, have you found Zach?
Yeah, we're over here.
Now's my chance. I don't usually run from a fight, but in this case, I'll have to.
Honestly, now I gotcha.
That voice was from a portrait?
So, in the end, it was Hideyoshi who defeated you after all, wasn't it?
I'm sorry. Please, can you forgive me?
I'm afraid I can't do that. You want a pair of my dirty underwear?
Wow, you really are amazing, Hideyoshi! Thank you, tricky big bro!
You guys. Ueki, I would never have been able to do it without you. Thank you so much.
Just leave Nero to us. We'll bring him back.
I'm sorry, but I can't let you do that. I'm not even a part of your team. I don't want to take advantage of you. You've done enough for me.
Then why don't you just join them?
Kentaro?
You do want Nero to be rescued, don't you? So why don't you go ahead and join Ueki's team and take part in the battles? That way you can help to bring him back.
But I can't break my promise to Nero. I've got to protect the House of the Sun.
Don't worry about us. We'll be okay on our own. It's time for us to make breakfast! Yeah! You first!
Guys.
When Kentaro told us, we realized that we're way too dependent on him. We can do a lot of things all on our own now, you know?
Hideyoshi, you want to rescue Nero, don't you? You don't have to worry about us anymore. Go ahead, and good luck.
Kentaro,
That's Yeah.
For everything.
Well,
Boy, you sure are a mess, Ueki. Just hang on a moment and I'll have you patched up in no time.
Don't worry about it. My body will heal itself. Hey, Tenko, what's next? What's the test like for the 9-star power level?
I think it has something to do with balance.
Balance, huh? Well, that sounds easy enough.
Ow! I'm doing my best, you know. It would sure help if you could hold still.
Easy, alright?
Don't be such a baby. You're really banged up. Why can't you take better care of yourself?
A celestial beast can only grant up to 7 stars.
This one must really...
When you acquire the 9th star, I will die. I guess I shouldn't tell Kosuke about any of this, because if he knew, he'd probably refuse to take the test to attain the 9-star level. For my sake. He needed the strength only a beast like me can give him. If I can help him accomplish what he has to do, then my life will have served its purpose.
There we go. All finished. Now let's have something to eat.
How am I supposed to eat?
I brought this stuff for a picnic. So what do you say, Tenko?
Sure.
What did you say this was?
Huh? What do you mean Ueki's lunch? I made it because I knew you guys would be hungry after all you've been through. But I'll admit it didn't turn out like I wanted.
You can say that again. I'm finished, thank you.
But you haven't eaten anything. That sucks. I guess I worked all morning for nothing then. Okay, fine. If you guys aren't going to eat it, I will. I'm not going to let all these go to waste. I didn't know you were so picky. You know what? This is actually good. Thanks, Tenko.
I sure hope you're right. Maybe I am a little hungry.
No way! You lost your chance, Buster.
Huh?
You can eat as much as you want, okay, Tenko? Hey! I said you couldn't have any!
Tenko was right. This tastes pretty good, even though it looks kind of disgusting.
Oh, yeah? I'd like to see what kind of food you'd make. I bet it would look a lot worse than this.
Let me eat it.
You didn't want to!
No, I do.
Let go!
I never imagined that I'd get to see such happy days again. It's been so long. This reminds me of a few 100,000 years ago when I was just a little kid. I used to spend my days running around with those celestial children. But when I grew up and got bigger and bigger, they started to fear me. I'd become a nuisance. They accused me of things I hadn't done, and in the end, I was locked up in an underworld prison cell. Several 100,000 years went by, and I lost all hope. I thought I would live out the rest of my days in that hole. Until the day that man appeared before me. I'll be sorry to leave these two. I'm gonna miss them. Kosuke, I'll need 3 days to recover from the awakening chamber. You can take the 9-star level test after that.
Right. I'll be ready.
That means I only have 3 days left to live. But I have no regrets. I've lived a full life. I guess I've been around long enough.
Okay. You're telling me that Hideyoshi's agreed to be on our team? Let's think about this for a minute. If he were to win this whole thing, that Zack guy would become king. And I, for one, don't want that to happen. So are you sure about Hideyoshi?
There's nothing to worry about there.
Honestly, Nero was supposed to be my king candidate in the first place. Rescuing him from the underworld is my top priority. I'd rather have Mr. K or Wonko become king. So honestly, you don't have to worry about Zack becoming king. I have absolutely no intention of becoming champion.
That's exactly what he said. Well, that sure is a relief. While we're on the subject, what's your candidate like, Rinko?
Yeah, you know, I've been wondering about that myself.
I guess I haven't said much about it yet, have I? The candidate in charge of me is a man by the name of Mickey. He's one of Margaret's lackeys, and the only reason he joined the battle in the first place was to help build Robert's team. I haven't seen him at all since he granted me my power. I'm with you guys. Mr. K or Wonko should become king, so I have no intention of fighting for my candidate either.
What's the matter, Ueki?
Rinko just reminded me of my candidate. I haven't seen Yo-chan for quite a while now either, that's all.
Oh. Ueki?
If Yo-chan were here, I'd tell him right to his face. I'll fight, but to make Mr. K or Wonko king of the celestial world, not him.
Who could blame you? Yo-chan doesn't deserve your support, especially since we discovered that he answers to Margaret. Why would you fight for him? How could he show his face after that?
Yeah, any candidate who would want his own fighter to retire from the battle doesn't deserve to be a candidate for celestial king in the first place.
If we ever do see him again, we should teach him a lesson he'll never forget.
I'm sorry. I'd be happy enough just to become an aide to the king. That's all I really want. Listen, you guys, it's not like I swore allegiance to Margaret or anything. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me, please. Margaret doesn't want anything to do with me anymore, and there's nowhere left for me to go.
Yeah, right. I don't believe a word you're saying. And besides, what makes you think that we would ever trust you again?
Only Ueki can make this decision. Yo-chan is his king candidate.
Hmm?
Yeah, sure, why not? I'll forgive you.
But Ueki!
I can't believe it.
But I meant what I said before. There's no way you'll ever become king. Are you okay with that?
I can live with that. Being a king is too much responsibility. When I said I'd rather be an aide, I meant it.
Okay, if Mr. K or Wonka become king, I'll put in a good word for you, and maybe you'll get what you want.
Thank you, Ueki. You won't regret this, sir. I, Yo-chan, am at your service. I will do everything in my power to help you in any way I can.
I'm sorry, but I still don't feel like I can trust this guy. So, I was wondering, what are you gonna do when all this is over, Tenko? Will you go back to the Celestial World? No. I was kicked out and sent to an underworld prison, which I eventually broke out of to come here. There's no way I could ever return.
Then you should just stay here with us. We could be together forever.
We could be together forever. There's no reason I couldn't stick around a little while longer. At least until Kosuke has to face an opponent he'll need the 9-star level to defeat. I sure wouldn't mind enjoying a few more of these peaceful days. That wouldn't be so wrong, would it? I was so lonely in that prison cell for all those thousands of years. I'd feel bad about defeating Kosuke, though it might be worth it. I'm sure he'll understand if I tell him there's something wrong with the awakening chamber. What was that? I can't see anything. Hey, Kosuke? Hey, Kosuke?
Oh, Tenko, sorry. I didn't mean to wake you up. It's just that I didn't want to leave you at home without me because my dad or sis might find you.
No problem, but you shouldn't be training before your injuries from the last test have completely healed.
Don't worry. I'm not doing anything too hard. I'm just trying to work on my balance to get ready for the next level. That's what it's all about, right? I don't want to waste any time. I have to get stronger every day. Mr. K and Wonko are counting on me now.
Yeah, okay. Kosuke.
I'm really gonna need you tomorrow, Tenko. Now let's see if I can walk up this railing.
Okay, if that's the way you want it. Forgive me for being so selfish, Kosuke. My life was empty and meaningless until you came along. There's no way I'm ever gonna betray your trust. You can count on me, Kosuke. I've lived long enough. I'd willingly give up my life for you. Hideyoshi should be arriving any minute.
So what's this Hideyoshi person like anyway?
Let's see. He's tricky and has kind of a monkey... Hey, what are you doing here?
I thought it might be a good idea for me to meet this guy since he's a member of our team. And whether or not I get to be aide to the next king does depend a lot on his abilities. Oh, hey, why are you guys turning your backs on me? You still don't trust me, do you?
I'm not sure I believe him. Do you?
Not really.
Come on! Wait a minute. Where did Ueki go?
The awakening chamber to take the 9-star level test.
What? Are you sure he knows what he's doing?
What are you getting at?
Yeah, what do you mean?
You don't know, do you?
Tenko's gonna die? But why?
What are you talking about, Yo-chan?
Once the celestial beast grants the power of a 7th star, its body becomes weaker and weaker until it eventually dies. I can't believe you didn't know that.
Wait, just a minute. How could he let this happen? I've never heard him say anything like that. Unless he doesn't know. I've gotta stop this.
You can't! It's too late! Once he's inside the awakening chamber, he won't even be able to hear you!
Then I'm just gonna have to stop him before he goes in. Ueki would never willingly let Tenko sacrifice his life just to gain another level. He'd never forgive himself for that.
You're probably right.
Ow, that hurt.
I'm sorry. Honestly, are you okay?
Honestly? Hideyoshi.
Oh, I.
I'm in a hurry. I gotta go.
Huh?
Hold it right there.
All right, let's do this.
Okay.
What's the matter, Tenko?
Oh, it's nothing. Don't worry about it. Are you ready?
Yeah, anytime, Tenko. The 9-star power level.
All right. I'm gonna have the coaching beast explain the test to you, so pay attention.
I am the coaching beast for the 9-star level. Please listen while I explain the test.
We've had some good times. The tens of thousands of years I spent in that underworld prison cell seemed like nothing the moment I met you. Even though our time together was relatively short, Kosuke, I enjoyed every minute.
I never knew that Yo-chan was a 6-star celestial who could use Raika. Please, don't die, Tenko.
This is it. I'm glad I spent my final days serving Kosuke. I have no regrets.
Tenko! Where's Ueki?
He's already inside preparing for the test.
No! You can't do this! Let him out!
If Ueki earns the 9-star level, that means your life is over, doesn't it?
I see. So you've found out then. My mind's made up. There's no turning back now. It wouldn't have mattered anyway. I was determined to make Kosuke a 9-star.
We're too late.
Tenko!
Ueki, you gotta stop this! Ueki!
Forget it! It's pointless! He can't hear you,
Please, listen to me, Ueki!
The test begins when the entrance closes.
Sure.
Oh, I forgot to ask you. Are you at least 130 centimeters tall? Do you have any heart trouble? Are you pregnant?
Ueki, hear me! Ueki! Ueki! Please hear me! Ueki, please! Hear me! Ueki!
I'm on my way.
What's this?
Aye! Just keep on shouting to him! I'll change your voice into portraits and make them appear inside Tenko's belly!
Ueki! Listen, if you become a 9-star, he'll die! Can you hear me? Tenko will die if you become a 9-star!
What? Is that true, Tenko?
So now you know.
Why didn't you tell me? If I'd known, I wouldn't have taken this stupid test in the first place. I'd rather die in battle than become a 9-star and lose you.
If that's your choice.
Ueki!
You should have said something. It wasn't fair to let me take the test without knowing the consequences.
Maybe you're right. I should have told you. But if I had, I know you would never have chosen to take that test.
Well, of course not!
Then where would you be? Without the use of an awakening chamber, it takes at least 5 years to gain a single star.
Then that's what I'll have to do. I'll train as hard as I can and prove that it can be done in less than 5 years.
What? You fool, that's impossible!
No, it's not! I'll show you I can do it.
Listen, Kosuke. We Celestial Beasts take great pride in being able to serve the Celestials. However, when I was banished from the Celestial world and imprisoned in the Underworld for all those years, I lost sight of what it meant to be needed. In time, I even forgot how to trust anyone. But you believed in me and showed me how it felt to be needed again. Can't you see that I want to serve you, Kosuke? Please let me do what I was meant to do.
Oh, Tenko.
You're right. I remember. I did say that I needed you. And nothing's changed. In fact, I need you now more than I ever have.
So then you...
But you're misunderstanding something. The reason I need you has absolutely nothing to do with what you can do for me. You mean much more to me than that. Tenko, you're my friend, and being a friend to someone is about so much more than what they can do for you or what you can do for them. It's all about liking someone for who they are. I just like being around you. And there's no way I'm gonna lose you just so I can pass some stupid test.
Did you say friends?
From now on, you and me will be friends, okay? We're gonna be together forever.
Friends. That's what that girl called me all those years ago. I was just a kid, and I believed her. The days that followed were the most carefree and precious days of my whole life.
Oh, Tenko.
Kosuke. All right, fine. You're right. We'll have to go ahead without the help of the awakening chamber.
Yeah!
Friends. Thank you, Kosuke. You will never know how much this means to me. I look.
Even after everything I've heard about this place, I still can't believe what I'm seeing.
How can all this exist up in the sky?
The celestial world is actually an entirely different dimension. It seems like it's up in the sky because that's where the entrance happens to be. We better get going. Everyone's waiting for you. May I introduce Kosuke Ueki and his 4 teammates?
So, all these guys made it through the first round just like us.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Oh, it's nothing. Don't worry. He has a habit of taking pictures of everyone and everything, but he's harmless. Now then, apologize.
Ow. Come on, Ronald.
Okay, we can be going.
What was that?
Why did he take your picture? I hope they're not up to something.
I don't think it's anything to worry about. At least I hope not.
All right, everyone. Now that Ueki and his team have arrived, the time has come for us to begin. To all of the 25 fighters who have passed the first round, may I introduce myself? I am the Celestial King. I welcome you.
Huh? So that's the king.
Yeah, you're the king. We're all very impressed. Can we move on?
You are the 5 teams that'll be fighting against each other in the third round. By the way, in the second round, 2 of you chose the winning sticks and will not have to fight. Congratulations! Robert and Leho. These 2 fighters chose not to recruit any teammates and will each be considered a team in and of themselves.
For a king, he's pretty sloppy. He doesn't even realize that Robert's body has been taken over by another being.
Well, you can't really blame him. The body is obviously Robert's. Even if we were to tell everyone it had been taken over by a guy called Hannon, no one would believe us.
I guess you're right. Leho, I see you made it to the third round. You know that guy? Yeah. We fought each other once before. I've been looking forward to a rematch ever since.
Now, I'm sure that some of you were surprised when you heard that these would be team matches. You probably wondered how the winner would be determined. Which of your teammates would get the talent of blank? There's a machine that will make those decisions for us. This is Mr. Gauge. It's a device that measures how well you've used the power that was entrusted to you. Each individual member of the winning team will be measured with this machine, and the one who's made the most of the power granted to them will receive the talent of blank. Also, the members of the winning team will vote to choose who will take the throne. A king must be loved by his people and worthy of the throne. These are the qualities to consider when making your choice.
So all we have to do is win this. We can choose which candidate we want as the next king.
All right. Here's how this battle works. The third round will be a series of league battles. Each team will fight every other team. From now on, if you're knocked unconscious during battle, you will not lose your power. All members of the eliminated team will lose their powers at the same time once the third round is over. Also, each team that gets eliminated will be given a penalty.
Given a penalty?
Take a closer look at that ice pop stick you have in your hands.
Huh? You'll die.
You'll die!
You won't have a girlfriend until you're 40 years old?
You'll go bald at an early age? Why does everyone else get off so easily? Hey, this doesn't make any sense! Why doesn't anyone else have to die?
Honestly, this isn't fair!
All right, you guys, that's enough. This doesn't change anything. We're fighting to rescue Mr. K, Wonko, and Nero from the underworld. We can't lose no matter what happens.
Yeah, you've got a point.
I suppose you're right. Let's win this thing for them!
this match are very simple. The first team to discover a specific treasure hidden somewhere on the island will be declared the winner.
So this match is basically a treasure hunt.
You might need this. It's a map.
There's nothing on it.
Every time you defeat a member of the opposing team, another section of the map will be revealed to you. Now it's time to warp to the island. Are both teams ready?
Grano, I'm in year 3. Hey, why are you all dressed so funny?
I'm Moon in year 2. I enjoy haiku and fashion.
I'm Pastel the Painter. I'm feeling blue, totally blue, like navy blue.
My name is Guitar, and I'm gonna make you wish you'd never insulted me, baby.
Peckle, year 1 middle school. Hobby, building models.
Now let's get started! This is the fabulous Pachinko Warp Machine! You'll be there in no time, but who knows exactly where you'll end up!
Where is everyone?
Ow, ow, ow.
Look who we have here. I never thought I'd find my prey this quickly.
Ueki! How did I get myself into this? I don't belong here. I'm just a scared little weakling.
Peckle! Pull yourself together.
He's right. I've got to do this. For someone like me, this is the only way.
Let's get it on, baby.
Hey, you better step back.
Oh, is the poor girl afraid to fight me?
Are you kidding? Me, afraid of a scrawny whip like you? I wouldn't even have to use my power to beat you up.
Huh? I thought you hadn't discovered what your power was yet. When did you figure it out?
He gave away my bluff!
Did I miss something? She's a power user who doesn't know her power? You're in luck, Peckle. This girl is the perfect opponent for you to fight. She should be real easy to defeat, even for a little guy like you.
You better get going.
Right.
Why would Ueki have that girl on his team? If she can't even use her power, what good is she to him? There must be some reason to keep her around.
What are you waiting for? Get going!
Okay!
Baby! I hope you like music, because I'm going to play you something you've never heard before!
All right! Go!
I'll finish you off with my pick!
All right, that's one down.
This isn't going to be so easy, baby.
Impossible. He easily blocked the pick using nothing but his body. What kind of power is that anyway?
That's where you're wrong. It's not a power. I was born with a body that's practically invincible. Maybe you'd like to try another attack this time.
Okay, how about the Kurogane?
No way!
You'd better stay away from me! Wow, what a win.
Don't call me that. I'm gonna fight. I have to prove to everyone that I belong on the team.
Sure is nice to have an easy opponent for a change.
This sucks. Nothing's working. If he can block my attacks, how am I supposed to beat him?
Well, maybe it's time to show you my power to change my singing voice into a shockwave. Here goes, baby. My music is so awesome it will bring you to your knees. This one is for you!
That's the karaoke machine. All this time you were trying to get me to believe you were some kind of rock star.
Well, I am, kind of. Karaoke's music too, you know. Music start! Here comes the song, there's nothing better than karaoke. I love it, oh yeah! Even when you're all alone, you can still karaoke. You don't even need your fans, cause there's an applause button.
Enough of that. Good.
I'm gonna change my singing voice into a shockwave!
Ueki!
What's she doing here? Peckle was supposed to deal with her.
You little wimp!
I've got to do something, and fast. How can I stop him from singing? None of my attacks are working on him. He's way too strong.
What's your problem anyway, Peckle? This was the perfect opportunity for you to prove yourself in battle, but if you can't even fight a scrawny little girl with no power, then you're off the team!
Forgive me.
Listen good. I'm sick and tired of having to tell you this. There are two kinds of people, the weak and the strong. The weak exist to help the strong. You are obviously one of the weak, and so your only purpose in life is to serve someone like me!
He's got a point. I should be doing whatever I can to help out Guitar and the rest of my teammates in this battle. Even though I'm not as strong as the others, I still have a job to do. I'm sorry. Guitar, you're right. Please give me another chance. You won't be disappointed this time. I promise. You'll see. I can do my part.
What's this guy's problem? What a jerk!
That's more like it. I'll give you another chance, weakling, but you better make sure it doesn't happen again.
I've heard just about enough of this. You know, I'm starting to think that maybe you're not one of the strong ones either.
What?
Someone with true strength doesn't have to brag about it all the time like you do. And they sure don't bully anyone weaker than they are. In fact, the truly strong believe it's their duty to help others. There's no way I'm gonna lose to a big bully like you, who only thinks he's strong because he can push other people around.
I don't know what you're babbling on about, and frankly, I don't care. The only thing that counts is whether or not you win battles. Winners are strong and losers are weak. If you think you're stronger than me, why don't you attack and find out?
Could that be right? Should those who are truly strong actually be willing to stick up for smaller guys like me? This guy's attacks can't touch Guitar. So who's really the strongest?
You can karaoke in a very minute time. You don't need anyone else. Do it by yourself. Pick up the microphone and...
See, that big speech proved nothing. Guitar's obviously the strongest. I guess I better stick with him. I mean, he won the battle, so he's gotta be stronger than that other guy, right? It's my only hope.
Get out of here, right now!
If you think I'm just gonna leave you here, you're crazy! Even if I can't use my power, I'm still gonna help you out as much as I can!
What's she doing? She knows she doesn't have a chance, but she's fighting anyway.
Let me do you a favor and finish this off quickly.
Karaoke rock, song number 3.
Ueki!
I can't believe it. Ueki just protected her from Guitar's attack. But why would he do that? She's not a good fighter or anything. Kind of like me.
No way. You are strong. What is this? Are you unbeatable or something?
No, of course not.
I thought I'd beaten you.
When I know that one of my friends is in trouble, and when I can hear them calling out for me to help, I'll do anything in my power to protect them.
Who are these people?
I just don't get it. I'll finish you off this time. Karaoke rock song number 4.
Now then, I've got a song just for you.
Leave her alone! Kurogane!
That's it.
This must be why the Ueki team is so strong. Unlike our team, they're friends, and that makes them want to help and protect each other. That's where their strength comes from.
Your only purpose is to serve those of us who are stronger and more important than you are. If that's not something that interests you, then we have no reason to keep you on the team.
Ueki's team sure is a lot different than ours. I've never met people like this before. I didn't even know they existed.
You sure are stubborn. Why don't you just stay down? I'm invincible. Can't you see that?
You might be right about that, Guitar. I guess we'll wait and see. But I think you should know that I've been using my level 2 power. It turns each and every one of my attacks with a sacred weapon into body hair.
What are you saying? My whole body's probably covered in hair by now.
There's only one way to find out. Take off your clothes and see for yourself.
I'm not that worried about it, really.
Oh, and I should probably also tell you that the hair is pink.
Pink? That's not so bad. I can live with that.
And one more thing. There are cute little fairies in your hair as well.
Fairies? I really don't care.
I see. I think I finally know why none of my attacks work. You're so determined to keep your clothes on that I think your real power is changing them into some kind of armor. When you were attacking I, you stopped as soon as I came after you. You wouldn't have had to do that if you were as invincible as you say you are. So if you're not really invincible, then the only answer is that your power lies in changing either your clothes or your body into some kind of shield. That's what I've been trying to figure out all this time.
Oh yeah? Then what about my shockwave?
That's obviously your level 2 power. The first thing you do is change your opponent's clothes into some kind of barrier. Then you attack their body with shockwaves from within that barrier. And the reason you can't attack and defend at the same time is because you have a limiting condition that only allows you to change one opponent's clothes at a time. Plus, your shockwaves only work from inside the clothing that you've changed.
I can't believe they figured it out!
So the power to change a singing voice into a shockwave was just a trick?
Guitar's power is totally useless if his opponent were to take all his clothes off. He was trying to hide that fact.
Yeah, so what? All I have to do is keep attacking and you'll never get a chance to take your clothes off. Where did you come from?
I hate to be the one to tell you this, but since I don't wear clothes in the first place, none of your attacks are gonna work on me. Take this!
The power to change clothes into a barrier!
All right! 8-star sacred weapon! Namihana!
Alrighty, took the bait. Now all we have to do is aim for his head, which has no protection, and there's absolutely nothing he can do.
Not so fast. I can block down with my arm. Can't let that thing hit me in the head or that'd be the end of me. Get ready to hear another one of my great songs, Ueki!
There'll be no encore for you to...
What do you know? There's 2
you can't escape me, right?
We've got to get out of here. We don't stand a chance against that thing.
You know trying to hide from me is useless, right? This is my power. I don't think you can escape from the power to change models into real objects.
So that means the tank was really just a model?
Yes, amazing, isn't it? I don't think there's anything more wonderful than models. They're like tiny works of art. Take this Akita dog number 127 of the Dog Breeds of the World model series. All I have to do is change him into the real thing and he'll track you down in no time. Now, little one, your time has come. I need help. Do what you do best and lead me to my opponents. The power to change models into real objects. This dog will lead me right to you. Then all I have to do is turn this model into a real machine gun and finish you off. All right, go get it.
Let's get out of here,
You know it's pointless to run, right?
We gotta think of something fast. At this rate, he'll catch up to us for sure.
Huh? Down, boy, down. Down.
It worked. Let's go.
Oh, man. Where could they be hiding?
Thank goodness. If these barrels weren't here, I don't know what we would have done.
I guess that dog couldn't smell us in these barrels, huh?
Come on already. Where did everybody else go anyway?
Look, a part of the map's been revealed. That must mean someone from our team want to fight.
All right. I'll climb up this tree and see if I can spot them.
Huh? You really shouldn't. We have to be careful around these trees. Remember the first...
Don't worry so much, Rinko. Sometimes you gotta take a risk. Huh?
Come on, get the thing off me!
Just give me a minute. I've got to think of the best way to do this.
Hurry up! Come on already!
That's not going to work.
Rinko!
Nope. Not that either.
Enough already!
Let's see. What else could I do?
Rinko! The power to change styles into iron! That sure was close, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, but you didn't have to hit me on the head with an iron bar, did you? Maybe if you'd think before you act, I wouldn't have this lump on my head.
Oh, yeah? While you were standing around trying to find the perfect way to beat that thing, I was getting eaten alive.
We never would have been in this mess in the first place if you hadn't climbed that tree.
What? So now this is all my fault? You really need to loosen up a little bit.
Well, you were so reckless, I'm surprised you didn't get us both killed.
What'd you say?
You heard me.
You know what bugs me? You think you're so much better than everyone else.
At least I'm not the one walking around in some kind of ridiculous bathrobe. Oh, I stopped. Huh?
Huh?
Look, it's I.
What are you doing up there?
Thank goodness you're here. Please help me. Don't worry, I'll save you.
What's with those two? It doesn't seem like they're getting along all that well. I wonder what happened anyway.
There you are.
Huh? Just as we walk by, look what we have come upon. Indeed, there you are.
Wow, and look, there's two of them. I see Lucky Purple. Opponents.
I'm sorry, I will have to take care of these two before we can help you down.
Oh, there's another one up there.
He's got me.
She's not going anywhere, so let's take out her teammates first.
My dear Pastello, why don't you paint something now? Grace us with your art.
Okay, here's something even Picasso would approve of. That's from a coloring book. Hey, how dare you insult the fine art of coloring books? Besides, what do you know about painting? I know a coloring book isn't really art. Now you're making me mad. I see angry red.
Then let's start with this. It's a haiku just for you, wearing a bathrobe.
A haiku? What's with this guy? Now that I think about it, he has been talking in verses of 5 and 7 and 5 syllables.
A pig to pelt you. Ha!
That's just a bad pun. What's the point of all this stupid rhyming and stuff anyway?
Stupid it may be, though you could do no better, although you may try.
Enough already! Let's fight! The power to change styles into iron! I guess it's my turn. The power to change the coloring book drawing into a warp tunnel! You're finished now! Huh? I shouldn't see that one coming. How'd I manage to get hit by a pig? And where did it come from in the first place?
I don't understand this power.
A Buddha to bash you.
Too bad. I I guess we have to find out the hard way that our teamwork is unbeatable. Moonin's power is the power to change stupid puns into reality. But in order for that power to work, the opponent has to be laughing first. So I use my power to change a coloring book drawing into a warp tunnel. Then I tickle the opponent with his giant paintbrush and make them laugh.
I get it now. Their strength is their teamwork. But what they don't know is that when it comes to teamwork, Sano and Rinko can definitely hold their own.
Again, this is all your fault for charging in without thinking!
What are you talking about? You're the one who got nailed because you were just standing around.
What did you say?
You heard me.
I think they're in trouble.
Seriously, how am I supposed to fight with a teammate who's afraid to take a risk and attack?
Who does this guy think he is? How are we supposed to fight if he just attacks without thinking?
What's wrong with these two? Don't they know they can't win unless they start working together?
The teammates argue. For their opponents to wait would be a mistake.
I understand. If I avoid Pastel's power to change a coloring book page into a warp tunnel, your rhyming won't work.
Choose to make you black and blue.
What now? This war tunnel is moving around so fast. I can't tell where it's gonna show up next. I'm not sure how long I can keep this up.
You did it! That was a direct hit, Moonin. I see happy pink. This is ridiculous. I keep getting hit no matter what I do. Aw, too bad for you.
If we endeavor to combine both our powers, you cannot dodge it.
Well, if I can't dodge their attacks, I might as well attack them myself.
Wait!
Hey, to pelt you!
I can't fight an innocent pig.
Now's my chance. The power to change bees into bombs!
A pipe to pound you!
No way!
What do you think you're doing, Rinko? You're taking too long to react to what's going on. You have to stop overthinking everything so much.
And you might want to take a moment to come up with a plan because what you're doing doesn't seem to be working, does it?
What?
Stop it! You should be fighting them, not each other!
Get rhino-vered by rhino! We have knocked them out. It looks like we've won this match, if they don't get up.
Sono! Rinko! Sono.
What's wrong with me? If I would have listened to Rinko, maybe I could have stopped us from getting hurt.
This is all my fault. If only I wasn't so stubborn, Sono probably wouldn't have gotten hurt so badly.
I guess I owe you an apology.
I'm sorry too, Sono.
Good. Maybe now they'll start working together.
Okay, Rinko, what exactly am I doing that's so reckless? I want to do whatever I can to correct it.
And I want you to tell me how to attack without always thinking about everything so much.
Yeah, good. That's how teammates work out their differences.
Well, let's see. Where should I start? You take too long to think about everything. I guess, you're too cautious about, well, everything.
What do you do that's so reckless? Let me think. Maybe if I had an hour or so, I could come up with a list of all the different ways and get back to you.
An hour or so? Are you kidding? That's what I mean when I say you think about everything too much.
And what about you? You basically said the same thing twice, which proves my point. You don't think anything through properly. Cut it out, you guys!
Huh?
What's wrong with you two? Why do you think Ueki wanted you as teammates in the first place? It's because he thought you were the kind of people who would be able to work together for the good of the team. I'm just glad he's not here to see this. I'm sure he'd be very disappointed in the both of you.
She's right. I don't think Ueki would point out his partner's weaknesses like I did.
That's true. Ueki would never pick on his teammates' shortcomings like I did. He'd rather emphasize their strengths and do whatever he could to help and encourage them.
Rinko may be overly cautious and take too long to make a decision, but her attacks never leave her open to the enemy's counterattack, so her weakness is also a strength.
Sano sure is reckless. No one can predict what he's going to do next, but that's also what makes him such a great fighter. He shouldn't really change that because that's what makes him so effective in battle.
So really, all I have to do is make up for Rinko's shortcomings with my strengths. Then she'll be free to do what she does best.
That's it. If I use my strengths to compensate for Sano's weaknesses, then he'll be much stronger as a result.
You up there! You're sure making a lot of noise!
Huh?
Hey, Moonin, what do you think? Should we take her out first? You're fighting us, remember? But I thought you guys were knocked out. Ha! How would we be able to face Ueki if we lost to the likes of you? You can get up all you want, but we'll just knock you back down again. Are you ready, Rinko?
Yeah.
Take this! Iron Arrow!
The power to change beans into bombs!
A pipe to pound you! Why did that sewer pipe show up there? That's not where I wanted it!
The bead that I changed into a bomb wasn't the one that I fired from my hand. It was the one that I secretly tucked into the end of Sano's arrow.
And the explosion accelerated the iron arrow, so you didn't even have a chance to turn it back into a towel. I didn't know they could fight as a tag team. A couple of minutes ago, they were completely helpless.
That's right! All you have to do is combine both your powers, work together, and nobody will be able to beat you!
We can't lose this match. After all, we're on Team Ueki. Let's do it, Rico!
You bet!
Iron Arrow! The power to change a coloring book drawing into a warp tunnel!
Hold it! The power to change beans into bombs!
Wait, that's your teammate!
Now you can't tickle Sono, because if you try that trick again right now, both of you will blow up.
My dear Costello, do not step into their trap. The fool that you are! My oversized friends, don't let the charade fool you. It is but a trick.
Right, of course. Here comes another iron arrow. You're not gonna trick me this time.
The power to change beans into bombs!
Wrapped within the tower were the beads to turn to bombs. Who would have thought that?
No, Moonin!
That's Sono for you. It was his idea to stick a bead into the end of the iron arrow. He's always adapting to what's happening in the heat of the battle. His risky, bold moves caught our opponents off guard.
What are you talking about? If you hadn't carefully strategized each and every attack and figured out how our opponents would come at us, we'd still be getting knocked out. Here goes, another bead-filled iron arrow!
He tossed the clog.
That little rod will instantly transform anything you throw, beads, towels, or arrows, into harmless clogs. Then all I have to do is attack you directly with an iron rod full of beads. If I don't throw it, you can't turn it into a clog. So, he turned it into a towel. In that case, they'll only get the beads. What? They didn't explode! Hey, Rinko!
I just couldn't do it, Sono. You were way too close. If I would have exploded those beads, you might have gotten hurt.
A stove to the nose.
This isn't good. I've got to figure out a way to get around Pastello's tickle attack. But without Rinko, my plan would be full of holes anyway. Just like that last one.
What do I do now? I take much too long to think about this stuff on my own. Right now, there's not enough time. Somehow, we're gonna have to come up with a new plan together.
Rinko! Let's split up. This will make it harder for them to attack us. Hopefully this will confuse them enough for us to get the upper hand.
I get it. Then we'll just wait for the right moment to strike. Now, as long as they don't have another stupid rhyme or something that'll bring us back together, this plan should work great.
It looks like they've gone to the job. The door is locked. Aren't you shocked?
Oh no! Sono! Rinko!
I say we finish them off.
Fire in the hole. There's nowhere to go.
But there's no fire. At least I hope not.
My dear Pastello, do what you're supposed to do and tickle them pink.
I am tickling them, but they don't seem to be laughing. I'm not sure why. I'm sorry, but that old trick isn't gonna work on us anymore. What is that? Do you have iron wrapped around your body?
The weakness in your tag team strategy is that the rhyme has to be said before the tickling starts. So all we have to do is wrap towels around our bodies and change them to iron the moment you say your rhyme. Then there's no way we can be tickled. The reason we split apart was that we were hoping you'd put us in the same place together. You gave us the time we needed to devise a totally new strategy.
Armor of iron towels. That's a pretty great plan. All right.
I've outfoxed you, now I'll box you. All right, yeah.
I get it, Moonin. With all that armor on, you're gonna have a tough time moving. There's no way you'll be able to dodge punches from Moonin the boxer. And if you take the armor off, we'll just go back to attacking you like before.
That's okay, because even like this, I can still use my hands to shoot beads at them. Oh no!
The old 1-2 punch. How effective it still is. The old 1-2 punch. This indeed shall be the last you will hear from me. I bid you farewell. Call me a taxi.
See, if you lose the armor, we'll attack you with another ride. If you don't, we'll run you over with this taxi. So, what's it gonna be?
Quick, change the armor back into towels. You're not gonna have a chance to attack with your stupid rhymes. The power to change beans into bombs.
The sword pipe pounds you. How can this happen? Why above this taxi now does the pipe appear?
I guess you didn't notice. But while you were busy punching me, I stuck one of Rinko's beads in your sleeve with a piece of tape. The bead that Rinko detonated wasn't the one that she shot at you, but the one I put up your sleeve, Moonin. That's why the sewer pipe appeared on top of the taxi. What do you guys think? That double attack worked pretty good, huh?
The utter regret, the embarrassment, indeed, the abject humiliation.
I can't believe we lost. How sad. I'm feeling blue.
That makes 3 wins in a row. I sure am impressed that you thought of using your towels as armor against Pastello's tickling attack, not to mention in that cramped toilet. Now that is the Sono I know.
And what about you? You're the one who figured out that Moonin was coming in close for an attack, and it was your idea to stick a bead on him. I sure couldn't have done it without you, Rinko.
Ueki, if you could see this, you'd sure be proud of your teammates.
This doesn't do us much good. We've got 3 pieces of the map already, but the most important part, the one with the treasure on it, is still blank.
Yeah, that's true.
Who cares about the map? Do you think you guys can take a second and help me down?
Sorry, I forgot. Spring!
That up!
surrounded. It's only a matter of time before they find us.
Huh? I know.
They spotted us!
How to change photos into models!
Oh,
Looks like we're safe.
you did it!
Huh?
What did you do that made all those things take off like that?
They're just oversized fruit. Worms are a natural enemy.
Come to think of it, you're my enemy. You mean you don't want to fight? Well, I guess you wouldn't be much good with a power like that anyway. So then why are you on Team Grano in the first place?
I need to be. Because I'm so small, so weak. I always have been.
You stupid idiot! Pickle! You can keep calling. He's not gonna help you. He's too scared.
They're hurting my friend. But if I try to help them, all that'll happen is we'll both get beaten up. I feel like this is all my fault. If only I wasn't such a weakling.
This isn't fun anymore. Let's go.
You okay?
Go away!
Maple! I'm so sorry. I wish I was stronger.
Pickle, you don't get it, do you? There's no way I can be your friend anymore!
After that, I decided to get stronger. I've been trying ever since, and
And?
that's when I first met Grano.
I think I can help you. I know of only one way that even a weakling like you may be able to become stronger.
What is it? Tell me!
Are you sure?
Yeah, of course!
All you need to do is join a team of really strong fighters like us.
I see. So that's why you decided to join their team.
Yeah, but I noticed something different about you guys when I was watching you fight. And I realized that Grano's strength, which I believed in all this time, isn't true strength after all. That's why I'm not gonna fight against you in this battle. But I guess that's not up to me, is it? After all, if you defeat me, you might be able to find out where the treasure's hidden. So...
Don't worry, I'm not gonna fight you, Peckle. I don't need a map to find the treasure, I'll just have to work a little harder, that's all.
Really? Are you sure about that?
Uh-huh.
I'm so glad.
A chopper?
Ueki!
I? Wow, that's a pretty cool way to make an entrance.
Ueki! Hey, Ueki! I was kidnapped and I think it was because how cute I am!
I've been looking for you, Peckle.
Hi, Grano.
I'll need your help now. With your assistance, my power can reach its maximum potential. Let's defeat these guys. So what do you say? Are you in, Peckle?
No, I won't do it. I'm not gonna help you or your team anymore. All you ever think about is yourself. You don't care about anyone else. Certainly not me.
What's that?
You see, I've learned what real strength is, and you don't have it. I don't want to be like you. I want to be more like Ueki. He uses his powers to help others.
Peckle.
I see. So you want to change, do you? Too bad. You can't. There's no way someone like you will ever change.
That's not true.
Just think about it. What good is a scared weakling like you without a guy like me around? Forget it. You're basically a good-for-nothing little boy that no one else would ever want. And just what were you planning to do without me? Were you hoping to go back to being that same frightened baby? The one that just stood there and watched while one of his best friends got beaten up? That's more like it. Now, give me a model.
No, Peckle! Don't believe a word that guy says to you! He's just trying to make you do whatever he wants! Can't you see that?
Yeah, so what? Is there anything wrong with that? At least with somebody like me around, he doesn't need to worry about getting beat up all the time. So I'd have to say that there's something in it for him as well. Isn't that right, Peckle?
Come on, Peckle.
The power to change photos into models.
Good job. That's more like it.
But Peckle, I thought you wanted to change.
Just forget it, You can keep telling him, but it won't work. Most people just don't change that easily.
But he said... Poor Peckle.
The power to change models into real objects!
me not to have come prepared with a more powerful model for this battle. But none of that matters anymore because now I'll have all I need.
Oh, no! You're not allowed! No, we're supposed to fight that thing anyway!
I guess we'll just have to use a trick or two of our own. Launch Machine Dance!
You don't have one of those!
Oh, right. As long as I've got a model, my power enables me to change even something as great as this into reality.
But when you have to know how to pilot a thing like that?
My level 2 allows me to operate any model that I've changed into a real object using my power.
He's already got level 2 power?
However, there is obviously a limit to the number of models that I can actually carry. But with Peckle's power to change photos into models, the number of models I have at my fingertips is limitless. And of course, therefore, so is my power.
Peckle, please! You don't have to listen to this guy, you know?
I want to be more like Ueki, the kind of person who helps his friends when they're in trouble. But it's hard for me to change because I'm scared of what might happen if I do. I guess I'm just not brave enough.
Commence charge of photon cannon!
Oh, great. You better get out of here.
Okay,
That was quick. Kurogane! This took out an entire mountain.
This time I'm not gonna miss!
That's what you think. Rika! If I can just get behind him.
Ha! Forget it!
The gun. It came around the back. All right, then. He's fast, too.
considering his size, he sure is quick. And your Kurogane barely made a dent in his armor. You've got to think of something fast, Kosuke.
Doesn't seem like anybody, not even Ueki, can beat Chrono. He's way too strong. I guess the only thing to do when faced with a power like this is give up.
Do you finally see who's more powerful? If you consider surrendering to me, I'd consider sparing your life.
Never!
Huh? I guess you don't know me. I'll never surrender! Take this, Namihana! Right there! Ranma! If his armor is too strong, I'll just have to go after his knees. Then he won't be able to stand!
Oh, yeah! When it comes to fighting, Ueki sure uses his head.
What a fool. Just because this robot falls doesn't mean it's defeated. I have an idea. I'll make it land right on top of him. He'll be crushed! Kurogane! Pick! What? No way! He cracked the armor? The powers of the sacred weapons weren't enough to crack the armor on their own, so I just let the weight of the falling robot do the job.
Kosuke's celestial powers are getting stronger every day. Now they're getting very close to a level 2.
Grano, to be honest, for a while there, your power was really freaking me out. But I never let fear get the best of me, and I don't surrender. I made up my mind to go rescue Mr. K. And I'm not gonna let anybody stop me! The real battle is about to begin, you know. What are you doing, Peckle? Give me another robot model. Hurry up! And while you're at it, how about we try one of those?
The power to change photos into models.
Good work. The power to change models into real objects! See, wasn't that pointless? You can destroy my robots over and over again, but as long as I've got these models, I'll just keep making new ones.
This is hopeless. There's no way that he'll be able to beat Chrono.
You can keep on making them, but I'll just keep on destroying them. Rika! It's useless. I guess you were hoping to knock me down again, right? Well, this time it didn't work. Better think of something else.
Please stop, Ueki. Can't you see that Chrono can't be beaten? You've got to surrender. There's no other choice.
As punishment for defying me, you know I have to knock you out, right?
Namehana! If I can't get behind you, I'll have to take you from the front. Pick! For a while there, your power was really freaking me out, but I never let fear get the best of me, and I don't surrender. I made up my mind to go rescue Mr. K. And I'm not gonna let anybody stop me!
Peckling, you don't get it, do you?
Yes, I do, Maple. I think I finally understand what you were trying to tell me.
Ha! A pointless attack. Hey, Peckle, what do you say we finish this guy off? Give me another model, okay? What's wrong with you, Peckle? I gave you an order.
The power to change photos into real objects.
That's better. Okay, let's have it.
I'll give it to you, all right. It's all clear to me now. It's not that Ueki has always been this brave. It's just that he's decided not to back down no matter what. It doesn't matter if I win or get beaten up. All that matters is that I fight for what I believe is right. It's important for me to stand strong in the face of danger. I can't let myself be beaten by fear anymore. I'm sorry, Maple. Now I know how hurt you must have felt when I wouldn't help you. My friend was getting beaten up and I didn't even lift a finger to help. But I'll never turn my back on a friend again, no matter how scared I am.
You little! This is what I get for helping you? I don't need you anymore. Rika! You all right, Peckle?
Ueki. From now on, Chrono's not gonna get any more models from me, so why don't you go ahead and beat him?
Sure thing. Just leave it to me.
I won't need Peckle to beat you as long as I've still got this robot. Commence charging a photon cannon!
Go find a safe spot.
Okay.
This'll fix you up, right?
I don't think so. Hey! The last desperate act, huh?
What good is that? What? Wait a minute. What's he doing? Is he using it to jump over my head and get behind me?
Have you forgotten already? The photon cannon can rotate and fire from the back.
It's charged and ready to fire. 3, 2, 1, fire!
All right! How did he do it?
I used the pick as a wrench to get behind you, as well as to get in close to your gun. And then I used my power, jamming trees into the barrels of your photon cannon. You've done it this time. It's obvious that you're a very skilled fighter. But now, all that power of yours is going to be the end of you. What do you think of this? That's me! The power to change models into real objects! Remember that picture Peckle took of you before the battle started? Well, I had him change it into a model.
Oh no!
You can't possibly beat yourself in the shape you're in now, so there's no point in even trying. My level 2 allows me to pilot or control anything that I've changed into a real object, so I have all your strengths and mine too. You control me? Yes. In order to control you, all I have to do is believe that what I'm doing is the right thing. It's actually pretty easy. This sucks. The way I see it, all those who stand in my way and keep me from winning battles are considered evil. Now, Object Ueki, with your sense of justice, attack the enemy that stands before you. I guess that means I have to attack you. What's that? Kurogane! How did that happen? That's because the enemy that stands before me is you. Hey, good work.
Huh? Did he win? Oh, I know. Let's see. There it is! The hidden treasure!
Hey, Ueki!
Victory!
Yeah!
What do you think? Is this it?
The winner of the first match of the third round, Team Ueki!
Oh, yeah! All right!
It's all ours!
By the way, what is the treasure?
We that our matches were being watched by the other team?
Yes, of course they were.
So that anyone who watched would have learned exactly what the limiting conditions of our powers are.
Oh, yes. I suppose you're right. But you're free to watch their matches as well. So you see, no one has an advantage over anyone else.
Ueki! Come on, we gotta go and watch. Hurry, they might have already started.
Sit there!
Excuse me.
Yes, Heckle?
Can I quit now? I'm not cut out for this stuff.
You'll lose your power. Are you sure you want to do that?
Yes, I am. The best thing about my power was that I've always liked models anyway. I never cared about the talent of blank and all that stuff.
I understand. You'll be returned to your world as soon as possible.
Ueki? If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't believe I could change. Thanks so much.
No prob.
Oh, it looks like the second match is underway. You're about 5 minutes late.
What? Then what are we waiting for? Let's get to the monitors!
Where'd he go? My cross!
Ah, here you are! Great work, everyone!
Oh, Yoka?
That's right! What an outstanding victory! Thanks to your efforts, I'm that much closer to becoming the Celestial King's aide! Now I think it's time for a well-deserved rest at our hotel. Come on, I'll take you there.
We don't have time for
You
this!
gotta hurry or we'll miss it! Oh. The second match is already over. Huh?
Team Maryland 4, Team Capucho 0, Dancing Fish Island.
What? No way. They totally wiped out Team Capucho and it only took them 5 minutes.
Whoa, what's up with that team? 5 minutes? That's impossible. I guess Team Capucho must be pretty weak.
No. Without my Gulliver, I never would have won against Capucho. And when Nico goes underground, there's nobody better than him.
Can you explain how they won so fast?
Well, I...
Clear the way, this is an emergency!
If they can do this to Team Capucho,
I guess you must be Ueki. Have you seen the schedule for the upcoming matches yet? It seems your team will be fighting mine tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to it.
tomorrow it is.
Please come. You're welcome. Please come.
What's the matter, Kosuke?
You
Come on, you're not really that worried about facing off against Marilyn and her team tomorrow, are ya? Okay. Fine, ignore me.
Leo!
You can forget it! There's no way we'll ever win against those guys! Up till now, we've been fighting as teams, and that's worked out pretty good. But if the rules change for the next match and I gotta face anyone on my own, I don't stand a chance!
Honestly, that goes for me, too!
They might have acted all nice and friendly when they met us, but there was something about them that really gave me the creeps. They're gonna be a lot tougher to beat than Grana was, that's for sure. You know, it sure would help if I could use her power.
What are you talking about? I've been trying my best, you know. Nothing on this stupid list you gave me works. Any more bright ideas, Sono?
Huh? Oh. Maybe you just need to look at these another way. This may come as a shock to you, but Sano can be quite careless. I'm sure he's got a few of these things mixed up. I think we better take a second look at everything on this list.
How can you talk about me like that? What do you know about it? Nothing, that's what.
What? Did I say something wrong?
But I'm not careless! I like being spontaneous, alright?
Those sound the same to me.
You're wrong, they're not alike at all!
Yes, they are!
You're wrong!
Hey, Hideyoshi, did you see where Ueki went?
No, I didn't. I think he said he was going out for some fresh air.
Kosuke Ueki, with your current skill level, you will not be able to defeat Team Maryland.
Oh, is that right? Don't be so sure about that.
Believe me, I know. And if you want to learn how to win, you're gonna have to fight me right here and now. Of course, you should know that I'm not doing you any favors. I'm not gonna hold back because when I fight to win. And I have to say, at this moment, you don't have the skill to defeat me. Here's the deal. Considering the fact that you can't beat me, I'll forfeit the match to you if you're still standing when the sun goes down. If you accomplish that, then you just might have a chance against Team Maryland. Do you accept my challenge or not?
Well, Leo, you sure like to have everything your way, don't you? You know what? I don't think I'm gonna lose. Let's do it. I'm ready when you are, Leo. But I don't really like the rule about me staying on my feet till the sun goes down. If we're gonna fight, let's fight until one of us is defeated.
All right. I'd like to see just how much stronger you've become since we last met.
Listen up, Kosuke. Watch his moves and learn from them. Don't attack him right away, okay?
Here I come, Leo!
I can't believe you attacked so recklessly. You've just wasted a really decent technique. Never take your eye off your opponent.
Kosuke!
I don't believe it. He stopped the pick with nothing but his hands. Then he got right behind me before I saw what happened.
That is my stealth technique. I directed all of my bodily energy at the pick so that I can deflect it with the slightest touch. Then I redirected that power into the ground through my foot and crossed the distance between us in a single leap.
I see. Just like last time. You're gonna fight without your power and depend only on your strength.
Yes, of course. My only reason for coming here to participate in this competition is to further my training.
What do you think you're doing? Uh-oh, this isn't good. I was just making my rounds, and here I find transformation unless you can convince me otherwise.
Huh?
He's gonna be unconscious for a little while.
Don't you think maybe we're in enough trouble?
No need to worry. I hit him with a memory strike. When he comes to, he won't remember anything that happened to him.
What's with this guy?
Now we don't have to worry about anyone interfering. Let's see what you've got, Ueki.
I'm not gonna hold back! Ranma!
I developed that advanced circular block during my Tai Chi training. The principle of circular energy in Tai Chi is to accept your opponent's power and redirect it back to him. Even your sacred weapon is no match for my advanced skills and technique.
Okay then, how about this? Match!
In this case, we're too close together for me to redirect your sacred weapon.
Gaimon Chochu!
A warrior must occupy the space in which he is safe from his opponent's attacks and from which he can strike at will. That is the foundation of martial arts.
Then I'll just have to attack you from further away! Raja! Kurogane!
So you like playing ball? I thought I told you. My circular block can absorb the energy of any attack.
Oh yeah? Then what would happen if you couldn't see my attack coming? Gulliver! I've got you.
I'm afraid that's only an image of me.
Wow, he's really good. But how is it possible for him to be this strong without even using his power? Wait a minute, he doesn't use his power. Don't tell me.
I guess you finally figured it out. That's right, I'm strong because I don't use my power all the time. And your weakness is that you rely on your power and your sacred weapons far too much. The power of a weapon is limited, but the strength of a human being is unlimited. Even if your weapons are effective, you won't become stronger if you never fight without them. Now it's time to finish this. But before I do that, there's something that I'd like to show you. Kosuke Ueki. The power you have is a celestial power that's been transplanted into your body. If you channel that power inward, store it deep within yourself, and allow it to build and grow, even you are capable of something like this!
It looks like he's on fire!
That's the end of it. I suppose you did your best.
I think I get it. I guess I've been limiting my own power without even knowing it. It's all making sense to me now, Leho. What you're saying is, I still have the ability to get way stronger than I already am.
After all that, he comes up smiling. That's the attitude of a rival worthy of my respect.
You know, that's good advice. I'll be sure to take it.
Kosuke, wait! What are you doing?
Oh, I can't believe it. He's imitating me. He's actually going to try and focus the celestial power like I did. Excellent. This is exactly what I was hoping he'd do. I think I'll counterattack with the same technique he's trying. Here's your chance. Let's see your true power. However, this celestial power can be very difficult to keep under control on the first try. What? What's happening? Could this be Kosuke Ueki's true power?
Hey! Ueki! Ueki, where are you? I wonder where he could have disappeared to this late in the day. It's starting to get dark out here. Isn't that the Celestial King's aide? I wonder what he's doing here. This seems like an awfully strange place to take a nap. Without a blanket or anything, he could catch a cold out here. What's going on? Oh no! Ueki's on fire! I don't understand.
Impossible. I can't believe that he's able to channel his celestial power like this after only seeing me do it once. And on top of that, it's more powerful than I'd imagined it could be. I see. He's a celestial being to begin with, and his candidate granted him additional celestial power. When channeled together, the result is awesome. What incredible power. If I hadn't directed all of my energy into my chest to absorb that attack, I would have been destroyed for sure. He's left me no choice. I'll just have to use all of my power, too!
What's happening? They're moving so fast I can't even see them.
How is this guy still conscious after smashing into those rock walls so many times? It can't be. Wait, Kosuke Ueki, are you even conscious? It's possible that he can't control the celestial power anymore. And I'm afraid his psyche has been overwhelmed as well. In that case, it'll be easy to defeat him. This time it's over! It looks like you finally regained consciousness.
Uh-huh. How'd I get here? What happened to me?
You couldn't manage the incredible power you tapped into a moment ago. The force of it totally overwhelmed you. From now on, you should focus on developing your celestial power while maintaining control. If you continue to practice and remain disciplined, one day you'll be able to control an even greater power than that.
Ueki!
That's the end of this fight. We shall meet again.
Wait. This isn't over till I say it's over.
Ueki, are you alright?
He's not going to be able to stand on his own for a while. You'll have to help him walk back. I say that Kosuke Ueki definitely pushed himself beyond his limit today. I guess it's just as well. I've shown him what I think he needed to know.
Ueki!
I can't believe it. You're still standing. I'm impressed, Kosuke Ueki. It seems that you've won this fight after all.
Huh?
Before we started fighting, I said that you'd be the winner if you could still stand by the time the sun went down. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but the sun has just gone down.
Quit messing around! That sunset thing was your idea, not mine! This is over when I say it's over. So stop talking and get back to fighting.
Ueki, no!
As long as I can stand, I can keep on fighting!
Ueki!
You're in no shape to continue fighting, I'm sorry to say. Just give up. The fight was over long ago.
Forget that! I am not a quitter! You should know that about me by now. I'm not going out like this!
Do you really want to take this as far as it'll go? In that case, I wish you all the best, Kosuke Ueki. Win your next match against the formidable Team Maryland and defeat all opponents who follow. Battle your way to the 4th round. I'll be waiting for you there. Continue to be disciplined in your training, and your strength will improve. The opponent I want to fight most is not the one who lies before me, but the more worthy one I know you will eventually become. Until then.
Come on, that's enough already. You're completely exhausted.
Wait a minute, Leo. Thanks.
Hey, Mr. K. Do you think Ueki and his teammates will be okay?
I don't know. Probably.
Things are gonna get a lot tougher for them now that they're in the 3rd round. There's even the possibility of someone getting killed.
Guess so. Yeah, it could happen.
They're probably fighting their hearts out right now as we speak. I just wish there was something we could do to help them. It all makes me feel so weak and pathetic.
All right, who did that?
That guy did it. Oh? What?
You're doing a great job there, Wonko.
He's awful! I can't believe he worked as a teacher in the human world.
Huh? Someone's here to see them? I'm sorry, but no one in this prison is allowed to have visitors. Besides, aren't you a Celestial?
then you should know that you're forbidden to come to the underworld in the first place.
Oh, come on. I'm sure there are exceptions to the rules.
Huh? You think a little envelope like this is going to change my mind? Ooh! Whoa, I don't believe it!
By this time, the first round's probably long over. I sure wonder if Sano's doing all right. How can you be so calm at a time like this, Mr. K?
Well, what can I tell you? Me worrying about it isn't going to help anyone anyway.
Huh?
Prisoner 119, Kobayashi, and Prisoner 120, Inumaru, you have a visitor.
What? Huh?
And you are...
My name is Yo-chan, and I'm very pleased to meet you both. I'm standing in for you, Kobayashi, as Ueki's candidate for king of the celestial world.
I thought candidates for king weren't allowed in the underworld. You'll be in a lot of trouble if you get caught.
Don't worry, I've already taken care of that.
You see, one of the guards has a bit of a weakness.
He's a huge fan of the king.
Nobody's better than the king!
When I offered him some rare photos of the king, he decided to bend the rules. Come to think of it, Ueki was the one who gave them to me in the first place.
Really?
And that's not all. I also convinced him to let me bring in this TV and VCR so you can watch some of the matches.
Yeah? So what do you want?
Well, I figured by now you'd be worried about everyone. That's a clip from Team Ueki's first match.
Ready, Rico? Take this!
This should make these guys happy. Then it won't matter which one of them becomes king, because they'll both think of me when it comes time to choose an aide. Sometimes I can't believe how clever I am.
The winner of the first match of the third round is Team Ueki!
They got through the first match without too much trouble. But then again, you weren't worried about it, were you, Mr. K?
I guess that means they're all okay.
And all along he was trying to act like he wasn't worried about them.
I guess it's almost time for our match against Team Maryland.
That's right.
Hey!
Huh?
Hey, you guys! Hey!
Oh, it's Yo-chan. Is there something wrong?
I have a message for all of you, for Mr. Kobayashi.
What?
Here we are. I'll read it for you. Yo-chan showed me video footage of your team in action. You've done well.
From here on in, the battles are only going to get more difficult. Don't be so hard on yourself. You can't use your power yet, but your support and encouragement help your teammates. Hideyoshi, Yo-chan told me how worried you are about your former candidate Nero. He's here too, and let me assure you he's doing just fine. Rinko, you're the brains behind this team. Be the voice of reason when things get complicated. Sano, Wanko's been worried sick about you, so go out there and beat everyone who stands in your way so he can finally relax. And lastly, Ueki, be true to your natural sense of justice, and no one will be able to stop you. Good luck.
All right, let's do it!
Time for the first match of the day. We will start off today with a match between Team Ueki and Team Maryland. I guess we can't put off fighting these monsters any longer.
What's the matter, Ai? You scared or something?
How would it be? I don't even know what my power is yet. I was going over that list with Sano again last night, and we came up with 2 possibilities. But I don't think either one of them was written down correctly.
I'm sorry.
I'm never gonna learn what my power is.
Ai,
Huh?
you know how important it is for us to win this battle so we can free our candidates from the underworld. But we're a team, and I want us all to stick together no matter what happens. Besides, you've got nothing to worry about. I'll protect you if things get bad.
Ueki. Huh?
That's right, we're powerless. But we can count on the 3 of them to look after us in a fight. We'll be okay.
Hey, you've got power and you're gonna fight!
I'm sorry to have kept you waiting.
She's here.
I didn't sleep very well last night because I was so excited about our match. I've really been looking forward to it. Marilyn Carey, year 2, comes from a super rich family. Hobby, collecting dresses. That's a bad habit. It's important that we all get our sleep because a good night's rest is one of the best ways to maintain good physical fitness. Memory, year 2. Hobby, nitpicking.
She's right. Lack of rest also does terrible things to your skin. Women should always be sure to get their beauty rest. Matthew, year 2. Hobby, picking up women.
Come on now. Just let it go. Let's not worry about that now. Pudding, year 2. Hobby, copying sutures.
That's wrong. That's totally wrong. Baron, year 2. Hobby, none.
I can see that both teams have arrived. Now, please listen while I explain the rules. This match takes place in one of the Celestial World's most famous locations, Gentle Ghost Town.
Here you go. Hmm? It's a necklace.
Each team will be given 5 necklaces, 4 of which are worth a single point each, and 1 which is worth 10 whole points. Your goal is very simple. Get as many necklaces from your opponents as possible within the given time limit. The team that has the most points at the end of the match will be declared the winner.
But, how can you tell how many points they're worth? Huh.
They're designed so that you won't know until you've captured one. It's more fun that way, don't you think?
That's not a very good reason.
Well, this isn't as bad as I thought. If all we have to do is get their necklaces, then I probably won't even have to fight.
By the way, the only way to get one of those necklaces off your opponent is to knock them unconscious. So you'll have to fight hard to win.
Okay, I'll try my hardest! I sincerely hope that since your last fight, you've had a chance to reconsider your strategy and improve your skills. I'd hate for you to let us win this match without putting up a decent fight.
All right, Team Ueki and Team Marilyn, off you go to Gentle Ghost Town.
So I guess this is it, Gentle Ghost Town.
I wonder if that means there are actually ghosts here.
It just seems like an old abandoned town, that's all.
He's right, you know. The term ghost town means a town that has been abandoned by all of its inhabitants. The name doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to find any ghosts.
Hey! I think I just saw something in there! See? There really are ghosts! They're not gonna try and take over our bodies or anything, are they?
Isn't it supposed to be like bad luck or something to fight in a place like this?
I wonder where Team Marilyn ended up. They've got to be around here somewhere.
Come on, you guys, get behind me right now!
Huh?
Good!
What's going on? Is that Team Marilyn?
You've got to be kidding me. How could they possibly have figured out exactly where we were so fast?
I guess now we've got more to worry about than just a few little ghosts.
When they stop to reload, we should make a run for cover in one of those buildings.
So much for the door.
Good to see you again, Team Ueki. You're caught like a mouse in a trap. Memory, how many minutes did it take for us to defeat Team Capucho yesterday? 5 minutes. 5 minutes and 7 seconds to be exact. All right. Then why don't we try to win this one in 4 minutes?
We're not just gonna roll over and lose, you know.
We're on it! Snake cannon!
You missed them.
She's a good friend of yours, isn't she? If you don't want to hurt her, you shouldn't use such destructive weapons in a crumbling old building like this one.
She's right. In this place, Rinko's bead cannon and my sacred weapons will do more harm than good.
Honestly, they must have wanted us to run in here.
Then let's give this one a try. Boomerang cutter!
Too slow, too slow.
Now, don't get all depressed about it. Here, I've got a little something for you.
It's a flash grenade!
Look out, Hideyoshi! Eye behind you! Russia! Just in the nick of time.
What would I do without you, Ueki?
There, that's better. I can finally see again.
That was so heartwarming. Now that's team spirit. So eagerly endangering yourselves in order to help your friends. Too bad it didn't work. This is the price you pay for that sentimental attitude of yours.
Rinko!
Oh, how disappointing. This necklace is only worth 1 point. But that means we're ahead by 1 point. You can have Rinko back. We're done with her. Always trying to protect your friends on the battlefield really isn't that smart. The fact that you couldn't use your own power to defend yourself just now should tell you something.
This is my fault. I was the one closest to her, but I didn't notice that one of our enemies had targeted her.
I guess I really shouldn't always count on my teammates to rescue me when I'm in trouble. If I don't even have the strength to protect myself, someone else will always have to pay the price.
What's wrong with covering for each other? Of course it's important to be able to use your powers to defend yourself, but nobody's perfect, and none of us have the same abilities. That's the whole reason for fighting as a team. Our strengths make up for each other's weaknesses.
You sound like a natural-born leader. But what are you gonna do about the fact that your team is at a 5-4 disadvantage at the moment?
We're gonna run.
We're gonna run? After that big speech you just made?
When your team is in an unfavorable position, the best thing to do is retreat and regroup for the next fight. Congratulations on a wise decision, but I'm afraid that you're still trapped in this old building and there doesn't seem to be an easy way out, does there?
She's right. If I try to use my sacred weapons, this old building will collapse on top of us for sure. That's the hole I made before.
Memory, how are we doing for time? We're at 3 minutes and 30 seconds. That's 30 seconds left until the 4-minute mark. That should give us plenty of time to knock out the rest of this team. Come on, let's finish this.
Yeah, all right.
That's so unfortunate, Ueki. I guess you really didn't learn anything from yesterday's match, did you?
That's what you think.
I told you, the building can't handle your sacred weapon. That's the hole he made with his last attack. I never would have thought they'd use that route to escape us. That's 4 minutes. It looks as though it'll take us a little longer than I thought to beat them.
This is no laughing matter.
Memory, which direction are they headed? At the moment, they're heading north-northwest. Apparently, they haven't found the transmitter you planted on Ueki before the match started. They're definitely a step up from the opponents we've had to face so far, but there's nothing to worry about. We won't even need to use our powers to knock them out. This time, I'll make sure all those days of training do not go to waste.
Ueki, as soon as we can find a safe place for Rinko, I'm gonna go back. We've gotta show these guys we're not scared of them.
Hang on a minute. I know you're upset, but don't you think we should try and come up with some kind of plan?
If I don't go back right away, I don't know what'll do.
I'm with you. If I keep running away from a fight like this, I'm honestly gonna feel like a coward.
Kosuke, you've got to do something. No one's thinking clearly. If we're not careful, we're gonna run into some kind of trap. You should know this by now.
What's wrong? I just had a really great idea.
Well, come on. Tell us what it is.
It's a plan to defeat them all, and it's plain and simple.
Oh, really? What kind of plan is it?
There's no time to explain the whole thing now, but what's most important is that we make them believe that everyone on the team but me is running away. Now, get going. Are you sure, Ueki? What are you waiting for?
Okay, everyone. If Ueki's got a plan, we should do what he says.
She's right. Let's do it.
We're counting on you, Ueki.
So, Kosuke, what's this plan you're talking about?
Oh my, are you all alone?
Yeah, but now that I figured out what your weakness is, I don't think I'm gonna need any help to defeat you.
I suppose you've come up with a new strategy. But I doubt very much that it'll work out as well as you hope it will.
Let's try it and find out. Rika! I'm not gonna let my friends get hurt anymore, even if it costs me my life.
Hey, up here.
Rika!
Hey, Ueki, I think it's time to give you another present.
Oh no, I can't see a thing. But that means they can't see me either.
Baron, Ueki's 3 steps to your left, then 4 steps straight ahead.
Roger.
Tenko!
I'm okay. Look out! Here he comes!
Right! It's just like Leo said, this team is incredibly strong. I guess I can't stall much longer.
I thought I told you. My circular block can absorb the energy of any attack.
The circular block.
From now on, you should focus on developing your celestial power while maintaining control. If you continue to practice and remain disciplined, one day you'll be able to control an even greater power than that.
That was a pretty good punch, but you know, I've trained a fair bit myself.
I should have known it wasn't going to be that easy.
This is strange. There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to Ueki's movements. He says he has a plan, but I don't see it. Wait a minute!
Marilyn! He's just trying to buy his teammates enough time to escape!
Ueki, is this true?
Don't worry about Ueki. He'll be all right.
Honestly, he said he had some kind of plan, didn't he?
That's right. And all we have to do for now is get Ringo to a place where she'll be safe.
I guess so.
Don't tell me you're risking your life just so your teammates can escape. If you keep this up, you have absolutely no chance of winning. However, I have to admit, your decision to stall us temporarily while your friends retreated to a safer position was quite good.
I sure hope it worked.
But there's no way that you'll get the best of us in the long run, even if you have become somewhat stronger since your last match. Because after all, we've been training as soldiers since we were just little kids.
What are you saying?
Well, I can't tell you everything.
Okay, whatever.
Are you serious? You're not the slightest bit interested in what I meant when I said you had no hope of winning this match, or that we've been training as soldiers since we were kids?
All right, fine. If you want to tell me, go ahead. I'm listening.
See, I knew it. You're just dying to know, aren't you?
No, not really.
Okay, all right. If you absolutely must know, I'll tell you.
What's her problem?
We all grew up in a war zone. Even as small children, we were trained relentlessly so that we'd be ready to take our place on the battlefield. Numerous techniques for gaining the upper hand in a fight were drummed into us.
It all makes sense now. That's why these guys are so tough to beat even without using their powers. I can't imagine what'll happen once they do start to use them.
Fortunately for us, the fighting ended before we were ever called into battle, and after the war was over, my father's business became very successful. In only a few years, my family had joined the upper class. Then we adopted my orphaned comrades to be our servants, and that about brings us up to date.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Does that mean you've gotten everything you've wanted ever since?
Indeed.
Then what's your reason for fighting in these matches in the first place?
My reason? To be honest, I don't have a reason. But to try and answer your question, I'd have to say that when I'm on the battlefield, I know I'm at my best. I can honestly say it's the only situation I've been in where I feel truly alive.
Makes sense. Now I get why I felt the chill the last time I ran into her. She's only fighting because she enjoys it. That's why I wasn't able to figure out whether her intentions were good or bad.
All right, that's enough of this chit-chat. We're going after your friends now. I guess we'll see you around.
Hold it!
Baron!
Hey!
I cannot let you pass.
I'd like you to stay here and fight against Ueki. When you finish with him, come and find us. I'll be waiting.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh no, if I don't do something quick, they're gonna catch my friends. Get out of my way!
Sure.
Thanks.
Huh? Hey, you tricked me! Hold it, you little sneak!
But didn't you just say I could go?
Why, you... Ah! Let's see if you can sneak past my advanced knife fighting skills! Ah!
Are you alright?
I got lucky. It landed between my toes. You got me again!
No, you did that to yourself.
No matter how many dirty tricks you have up your sleeve, you're not getting past me. Baron always does what Marilyn tells him to.
I can't go on. Just a little further, Baron. Come on. See? You can do it. See? Told ya. You should always listen to others.
Listen to others?
During those long days of brutal training, Marilyn was always there to help pull me through. Therefore I, Baron, have sworn my allegiance to Marilyn for life!
Whoa! All of a sudden he's way faster than he was before. I wonder if he was holding back or what. I didn't realize he fought with more than just his knife.
Baron is second to none in hand-to-hand combat!
Your weakness is close combat.
I know. Rika! I'll get some distance on him and then attack him with the Kurogan.
Not so fast!
Your knife missed me.
I'm right behind you!
This is crazy. He got all the way over here in an instant. I sure hope that's not his power. Tell me, what is your power anyway?
Baron's power is the power to transport my body to wherever my knife is. In an instant, I can move to the exact spot my knife happens to be at the time.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. But did you really want me to know what your power was?
No, not again!
I guess that's just part of who you are.
Be quiet! Marilyn once told me it's best to be obedient.
I guess it doesn't matter how much distance I put between us. Okay then, let's see how he likes the Gulliver!
The power to transport my body to is able to dodge your attacks. The question is, can you dodge his?
This guy's really tough. His physical strength and fighting ability are overwhelming, even when he doesn't use his power.
What are you doing, Kosuke Ueki? Baron's knife fighting skills are second to none, and his body has been strengthened by years of the harshest training imaginable. Can't you see that your opponent is a master of hand-to-hand combat? You won't beat him if you insist on fighting like that. You know better. Remember all of the techniques you've learned.
Kurogane!
Darn! None of your sacred weapons seem to be working in this battle!
Since nothing else seems to be working, I guess I don't have much of a choice. I don't really care if I lose consciousness again. I have to raise my celestial power to its full potential!
What's this?
Now you got it! He still managed to keep up with me. His strength and his reflexes are unbelievable.
Can you begin to appreciate the ferocity of a true soldier? Probably not. Someone like you doesn't know what it means to be in a real fight.
Is he trying to say that we have different ways of fighting or something? I'm not even sure what my way is. Different ways of fighting. What is my way of fighting?
I guess you finally figured it out. That's right. I'm strong because I don't use my power all the time. And your weakness is that you rely on your power and your sacred weapons far too much.
The power of a weapon is limited, but the strength of a human being is unlimited. Even if your weapons are effective, you won't become stronger if you never fight without them.
I rely on my weapons too much.
What are you gonna do, Kosuke? None of your sacred weapons have worked, and he's so much stronger than you!
If none of my sacred weapons work and I can't beat him physically, then what? I think I know.
Oh no. Baron must go and find Marilyn now. You've done your best, but now it's time for me to finish this. This is it!
Maryland, I've spotted Team Ueki at 2 o'clock at a distance of approximately 20 city blocks. What do you know? They actually managed to get pretty far. Let's get around them and attack from the front. Find us a route. Right away.
I'm taking you out! What?
Not today.
Nice move.
How can this be? I'm a master of hand-to-hand combat. There's no way!
You're probably right about that, but I've got a different strategy now. It's all about keeping you off balance. If I stop trying to attack and concentrate on that, I have a good chance of beating this guy. And then, you won't be able to defend against my sacred weapons. Kurogane!
You've got it now, Kosuke Ueki.
How'd you like that? Guess you didn't have enough time to throw your knife.
What happened? Up until a minute ago, you could barely even defend yourself against any of Baron's knife attacks.
I finally figured out what the main difference was between the way you and I fight. I've always thought of weapons and physical skills as two separate things and never thought to use them together. But I noticed that when you combine your weapon with your physical skill, the one strengthened the other. And your fighting power increased significantly as a result. In fact, it was the only way I could counter your attack, because my sacred weapons weren't working, and I'm not that good at hand-to-hand combat. Turns out it was the best way to fight you.
All you did was copy Baron?
Guess so. But there's this guy that I know who's obsessed with training. The idea came to me when I remembered something he said last time we fought. And if I want to fight him again, I have to defeat you. If I can't beat you, there's no way I'm gonna beat him. Now, let's settle this, Baron!
You're interesting, kid. Since we started this fight, you've improved your skills to the point where you're just about a worthy match for me. Never met anyone like you. But Baron will defeat you!
That won't work this time! Kurogane!
I can see what you're trying to do!
This sucks.
I suppose it was only a matter of time. It only took a few attacks for Baron to figure out that Ueki was trying to keep him off balance. So what now, Kosuke Ueki?
How about this?
Yes, into the alley.
Mash!
Good. Trapping Baron in the alley with the mash limits where he can throw his knife.
Nice try! I can go straight up!
Yeah, that's exactly what Ueki wanted.
No, my sacred weapons are only effective when you're off balance. If I combine my physical skill with my weapons, this is what I'm capable of.
That was truly a good hit. If I let him land another one of those, I'll be in serious trouble. But now I see how he does it. I will not be defeated. I finally understand how strong you are. But with this next move, I will defeat you. The power to transport my body to wherever my knife is. Level 2!
What's that? Hey, wait. That's the same instant transport move you've been doing all along. I just have to dodge it.
What's wrong? Why didn't you move?
Huh? What's going on? My feet are stuck to the ground. I can't move.
This is Baron's level 2. The feet of anyone standing within 1 meter of the spot I instantly transport to will be stuck to the ground. So, now there's no escape from my hand-to-hand combat!
If you've had this power the whole time we've been fighting, why haven't you used it until now?
Your weapon! The weakness of Baron's level 2 is that it locks his feet to the spot as well. So I didn't want to risk using it until I was sure that she didn't have a secret weapon that would work in close combat.
This isn't good. Kosuke Ueki was finally able to fight at Baron's level once he thought to combine the power of his sacred weapons with his physical skills. But if he can't use his sacred weapons, he doesn't stand a chance.
Can't keep this up. Marilyn!
What? Marilyn? Marilyn? I don't see her. Where is she? Marilyn!
See ya!
He gripped me! The power to transport my body to wherever my knife is. Level 2. I guess you thought you could get away and buy yourself some time, but you've made a big mistake by running into this building. There's nothing here but walls, and the only way out is the entrance you just came through. Now you've got nowhere to run. That makes me the winner!
Don't be so sure. Kurogane! Hood! Ranma! Mat! Hit! Namihana! If I can't aim them at you, I guess I'll have to aim them at the ceiling.
That's crazy. You can't move either. We'll both be buried in the rubble from the ceiling.
That doesn't really matter to me. Because if I can't defeat you, then there's no way I'll be able to go up against Liho again. But what are you gonna do? Are you willing to sacrifice yourself for Marilyn's sake just to make sure I'm knocked out?
Just a little further, Baron. Come on. I'll be waiting.
Oh! Marilyn, she's waiting for me. I shall always obey her orders. Release level 2! Ah!
I'm free.
Only one of us will be crushed in the rubble. Ah! Ah! You tricked me!
That was really close.
There was only one exit, and only one way to escape that building. So you thought ahead and let the mash out there before you went in. That was a brilliant combination of technique and strategy. It looks as though you've gotten stronger, Kosuke Ueki. That's what makes you my greatest rival.
Is everyone else on Team Marilyn really as tough as this guy? Don't worry, you guys. I'm on my way.
So, shall we get started? Sono? Let me see if I can guess what you're thinking about right now. Rinko's already been defeated, which leaves Mori, who can't even use her power. And Hideyoshi, whose power is inadequate for attacking.
Hey!
I suppose you're hoping that Ueki will come back to help you. But I doubt very much that he'll show up in time to save you guys from getting wiped out.
Come to think of it, lately I've gotten into the bad habit of relying on Ueki to bail me out when I get into trouble. We're at a total disadvantage, but so what? I've got to do something. Hideyoshi, I need to talk to you for a sec.
Huh?
That's good.
Now!
This really is a crude plan.
Change back to towel!
And now, change back to sound!
Huh? Hey, they're gone!
For now, it's up to me to protect my friends. I've got to do something.
Well, it seems as though there's more than one person with some brains on Team Ueki. Great, this is just the kind of fight I like, otherwise it wouldn't be any fun at all.
That team is really strong. We'll just have to come up with strategies as we're fighting.
Yeah, but how?
Don't worry about a thing. I'll take care of you.
Honestly, since you're protecting us, we're in no position to question your decisions, but...
Don't you think we'll be too much of a burden on you?
I think we can make it work. I guess I should say we've got to make it work.
So honestly, what are we gonna do?
Okay, first thing we have to do is...
Ghosts, creatures of the celestial world, take care of those who have been knocked unconscious. Rate 750 celestial dollars per hour. Don't worry, your friend will be safe with us.
Hey, you really scared us!
Good. Now at least Wrinkle will be in a safe place. Huh? I'm okay.
Perhaps we can begin now? They've already found us!
Let's go. What the? The power to change cows into iron!
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
I have to give you credit. You certainly do try hard.
Looks like you've managed to trap us.
Excuse me, Marilyn, we seem to have lost all contact with Baron. I hate to say it, but Ueki must have beat him.
All right, that's our leader for you.
Now we both have the same number of team members again.
It's not that easy to defeat Baron. I'm impressed by how quickly he's able to learn. Well then, I'll just have to go find Ueki and beat him myself.
Ueki!
See ya.
Hey, hold on!
We're the ones you're supposed to fight against right now.
Get out of my way! I sure hope Ueki can beat Marilyn.
Meanwhile, Ueki is battling a celestial scorpion.
Huh? I can't see anything!
There's no hurry. They won't be able to attack because they can't see anything either.
We don't need to attack.
Come on, let's go!
It's showtime.
Look out! The smoke is to hide their traps.
Matthew, to your right. Push them to your right.
Roger.
Also, I don't want you to get distracted by flirting with that girl on their team, okay?
I'm not sure I can agree with that one. Over.
Hey! You don't need to worry about him. He may seem like a bit of a flake at times, but he always carries out his duties diligently. Of course, I know! The team only works as a single unit when we all follow our orders to the letter. Although before, those guys were saying something about teamwork being all about protecting one another. We can't lose against a bunch of softies like that.
Come on, this way.
Okay, now Pudding. The power to change my mouth into a fourth dimension portal! Looks like one of their traps! The power to change blueprints into completed objects!
Run!
Pudding is stockpiled enough raw materials in the fourth dimension for 1,000 traps. And it's my job to make sure they get built.
Is this where it all ends?
This combination of powers is invincible.
This is crazy. I can't let myself get beaten like this. I said I'd protect them.
That was really reckless.
You could have been killed. Why'd you do that?
Because you saved me before.
But...
I thought I'd try and do the same for you. We're a team.
She's right. There's no need for me to try and do this all by myself. Right now, I've got my friends behind me. I don't know what I'd do without them. Listen, I have a plan.
Helping each other out doesn't have any place on a battlefield like this. The principles for victory in combat are to do your duty, to protect yourself, and to carry out your orders with absolute precision.
Meanwhile, Ueki is... battling a giant celestial snake!
Let's put this plan to work.
I knew it. I thought they might try something like that. I suppose Matthew might need a little help being that it's 3 against 1.
Huh? What now?
The power to change my mouth into a fourth dimension portal!
What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be supplying memory with building materials for her traps?
That's already been taken care of. She has as much as she needs.
Let's take over that building.
I anticipated that, too. The power to change blueprints is a completed object!
Hideyoshi!
All I have to do now is lure him into the right spot and crush him under the rubble. I sure hope he falls for my latest trap design. The rest would be easy.
This is going just like Sana planned.
How did you get here?
Looks like it's all going according to plan.
I was only pretending to fall for your trap as I ran into the building.
I see. Then you guys must have split up so that pudding would be lured down to the street and I'd be left up here all by myself.
Take this!
However, that strategy was not unexpected.
Hideyoshi!
I must say, it was a pretty gutsy move to try to disrupt our plans by coming after me, the commander of this unit. But giving you the impression that I was defenseless was just a ploy to lure you up here in the first place. Nah.
You alright?
Nothing to worry about here. How about you? I trust that you're carrying out your orders with due diligence?
Yes, of course. Our orders are simply to execute the missions that have been assigned to us. After all, that's always been what gives us our winning edge.
For example, I would never leave my position even if you were in serious trouble.
As long as that's understood. Now let's see about finishing off those other 2.
Roger that.
You won't get away that easy. The power to change blueprints is a completed object! Huh? What's going on?
Memory, what's wrong?
Honestly, I figured you wouldn't be able to build any more traps if your blueprints were blocked.
But how? You fell for my trap! Sano's towels! That makes sense.
Yeah, you can draw all the blueprints you want, but it won't do you any good. Especially now that I know they can be blocked by one of my portraits.
It's too soon to be that smug. You may have stopped me from building more traps, but we've still got at least 10 out there ready to go. That should be enough.
Unfortunately for you, we've already discovered where all those traps are.
What?
Did you think we were just running around in circles out here or what?
We've thoroughly searched this entire area. We can probably find our way around here blindfolded.
Looks like we won't get caught in your traps anymore. And without those blueprints, you can't build new ones either.
And now, it's our turn to attack.
Are you serious? This was your plan all along?
See ya!
If you think my traps aren't a threat to you anymore, you're badly mistaken.
Way to go,
Pudding! Detonate all your smoke bombs at once! So they know where the traps are, but they'll still walk right into them if they're concealed by smoke. A trap is still a trap if you can't see where it is.
Great, now we can't see anything.
Don't worry, they've got the same problem we do.
That's what you think. From up here, I can easily direct Matthew and Pudding over the radio.
Then it's a good time to disable one of your powers.
I can easily dodge that.
Change back! Now change back to iron!
Huh? Matthew!
Roger.
Sana! Ai! Are you okay?
Trying to help your friends like that will just get you killed. Huh? What? Pudding! But this is crazy! That voice! It was his!
You moron! All I had to do to fool you was put one of my portraits on him. Pretty good trick, don't you think?
What? A portrait?
No, I can't believe it. I thought he wrapped iron around Pudding's mouth to block his power, but he just wanted to keep him from saying anything.
That's right. But in order for our plan to work, we needed to have a huge smoke screen so that when you heard Hideyoshi's voice, you wouldn't be able to see that it was actually coming from Pudding.
So you anticipated all of this?
Yeah, we were actually trying to eliminate Pudding the whole time. There's no doubt about it. Your team works together perfectly. But you know something? I've got true friends behind me. Friends that would risk their lives to help each other. Looks like this situation's changed.
It's true. A plan like this would only work if you could trust your teammates with your life. Hideyoshi would have been knocked out if Sano hadn't wrapped that towel around his stomach. The same holds true for Mori. If she couldn't trust her teammates to save her when she got into trouble. But I thought helping each other out was useless. Is it possible that this team has learned to use that to their advantage?
Memory, do you read me?
Yes, I do, Marilyn. I've been trying to track the signal from the transmitter I placed on Ueki, but I haven't had any luck. It must have come off during his fight with Baron. Ueki's most likely headed your way using a different route, or I would have found him by now. I'm gonna double back to your position ASAP. Meanwhile, Ueki is...
I keep telling you, I'm not fit food!
Matthew, the celestial shark! Matthew, did you hear that?
Yeah.
This is pathetic. Marilyn left us in charge of knocking out the rest of this team, so we better make some progress before she gets back. It shouldn't make any difference to us what their strengths may be. We're soldiers. We've been given orders, and we have a mission to accomplish. And that's how we prove we're members of Team Marilyn!
Does that mean I can use my power?
I was hoping that we could get through this round without revealing it.
But that was before they beat Pudding. Use it! Hit him with all you got!
Roger.
The power to change my arms into 6!
What? That's crazy!
How's he been able to hide a power like that all this time?
If he has 6 arms to attack with, how are we ever gonna fight back?
I guess they think the best defense is a good offense. Come on, let's move! Hey, you guys, we gotta keep moving. Huh? I'll get you!
The difference in our powers is clear. Your target was here, right? The power to change towels into iron. Sounds like garbage to me.
I can't let this guy... The power suit! No.
Sano!
He's just... too powerful.
Sano! Matthew, he's not out yet. It looks like he's managed to avoid a direct hit.
Oh, really? He's got pretty good reflexes.
Let me remind you that we have to beat these guys before Marilyn gets back.
This is the duty entrusted to us by our leader. And when we do our duty with diligence, it proves that we are Marilyn's comrades.
Roger that.
Whoa. This crew is really serious about trying to wipe us all out to impress Marilyn. We're Team Ueki! We can't go down like this without putting up a fight!
Now you're talking.
What was that you said, Hideyoshi?
Huh?
I'd say there's definitely something we can do here before Ueki comes back.
Sano!
And that is to survive. Do you think that all he cares about is whether or not we defeat the 3 of them before he comes back? Well, I don't. What he hopes to come back to is a group of friends to survive because they work together. When he does return, not one of us will be missing. He's on his way here right now, believing that we're all alive.
Yeah.
That's why we have to believe in him. We have to believe that he's gonna come back, and we've got to survive until then because we're part of Team Ueki.
Yeah. You're right!
How about what?
Huh? What just happened? She hit 3 of us in one attack. My body. I can't move. What's going on here anyway?
You don't have a chance now. I struck each of you in the head, affecting your inner ear and impairing your equilibrium. Now, all that's left to do is finish you off. And don't think we'll be merciful just because you can't move. The battlefield is all about life and death, so there's really no point in complaining about it. By the way, Memory, Matthew, I'd sure like to know, with these 3 weak opponents, what have you been doing all this time? Our only purpose in life is to fight our enemies, and battle is the only thing that unites us. I have to say, I'm very disappointed that the two of you didn't complete your mission.
Sorry,
it won't happen again.
I thought Matthew was tough, but she's on a whole other level. This sucks. I'm shaking so much I can't even speak.
I'm not gonna let you hurt my friends. I told you this wasn't gonna be easy.
That's right. We still got Sano. There's not much a wimp like me can do in a fight like this, so there's no need for me to get involved. I'll only get beat up. I'm sure he's tough enough to deal with it.
You think that hurts?
My power wouldn't be of much help anyway, and Sano's been in way more battles than I have. At a time like this, it's up to a strong guy like Sano to protect us. We can always count on him to pull us through. And look, he's doing it again. But why? Why is he willing to sacrifice himself for us?
I just don't get it. Why do you keep getting back up?
It's because they're my friends.
Well then, just to be nice, I'll bury them right beside you.
Hey, Sano! Are you alright? Sano!
Yeah, I was just letting her hit me. I needed to buy us some time. While she was hitting me, I was looking for a way to escape.
Huh? There's a hole in the wall. Way to go, Sano. Alright, we can probably distract them with my power to turn portraits into voices. And then, when they're not looking, we'll...
No, you're gonna have to escape by yourself.
Huh?
I still might be able to drag myself out of here, but I doesn't have enough strength to make it. That's why I'm gonna stay behind and protect her. But you should go even if we can't.
No way! I'm gonna stay too. Besides, you're no shit to...
Hideyoshi, it's very important that at least one of us gets out of here. Our team's not gonna have much of a chance if we're all eliminated. Whether we win or lose depends on you now.
Sano.
Go!
Where are you going?
He got away.
That's okay. He's not much good without his teammates, so there's nothing to worry about. However, we should finish these two off before we go after him.
I don't know what to think. I sure hope this is the right thing to do.
Hideyoshi, do you know why the kids at the House of the Sun depend on you so much? Have you ever thought about it?
What are you talking about, Nero? Come on, scram! I'll play with you when I'm finished cleaning! I'm not sure. Honestly, those kids probably know that I do just about anything for them, and they figured out how to take advantage of that. I guess I spoiled them too much.
Come on, have a little faith in yourself. I think they can see by looking you in the eye that you're strong and trustworthy. You get spooked easily, but so what? When push comes to shove, those who depend on you know you'll protect them, even if it means risking your life. That's why those kids love you so much.
I'm not as cool as you think I am, Nero, but even if I stayed back there with my teammates, there was nothing I could have done to help them. That's right. I've got to escape. Even if it's by myself, it's for the good of the team.
I hope you managed to get away, Hideyoshi. If you can find Ueki and come up with some kind of plan, maybe there's still a chance the two of you can win this match for our team. The only thing I can do now is use my body as a shield to protect I. I'll die before I let you hurt her!
So be it.
Hideyoshi!
Hey, over here! Hey, over here! Hey, over here! Soy-san, double bomb! Come on, let's get out of here!
What are you doing here, Hideyoshi? If you just kept running, at least you'd be in a safe place by now!
Listen, Sano. Ever since I joined the team, I've kept depending on you and your strength to protect me. And I don't like the idea of risking my life in a fight. But if I had just kept on running, I don't think I would have ever been able to forgive myself knowing that I left my friends behind.
Okay. We'll stick together and get ourselves out of this mess.
Yeah!
thought. This was the only bridge in the whole area. I wonder what happened to it. What am I supposed to do now? I can't waste any more time here. That's not even close. But I've still gotta give this a shot!
You're not gonna do what I think you're gonna do!
Rika!
You know this is crazy, right? No!
Keep going! I'm not gonna make it! Hurry! They're after us!
Sono, you can let me down now. I'm feeling much better. Thank you.
We got a head start, so it's gonna take them a little while to catch up to us. Hopefully that'll buy us enough time for Ueki to find us. And it's all thanks to our sneak attack back there. We're lucky to have a friend like you.
Friend. Well, yeah, you're only realizing this now?
Yeah, sorry. Come on, let's go. We've got to get as far away as we can. Once we meet up with Ueki, we'll come up with a plan to get out of this mess. No way! Those two are still way back there.
Hideyoshi! Hello there. Still hoping that Ueki will arrive in time to save you?
What?
Unfortunately for you, I already happen to know the secret of his power, even though he tried so hard to hide it during the Grano fight. His sacred weapons have some significant weaknesses. For instance, his weapons are so heavy that he can't make any sudden moves during an attack. And now that I know their limitations, those weapons are no more than toys to me. In fact, the bigger the sacred weapon, the less likely they are to be effective in responding to any of my attacks.
She learned all of that just from watching our match with Grano? I thought if we could just hang on until Ueki got back, we'd be okay. But maybe it wouldn't make any difference.
Yeah? So what? You have no idea how incredible he is. Whenever you think something's impossible, he'll find a way to make it happen. You just wait. When Ueki gets back, he's gonna wipe you all out. You're gonna regret underestimating him. I doubt it. I have a feeling he's not making it back.
Marilyn, Hideyoshi's necklace is only worth 1 point.
Fine. Now, I have to tell you something you won't like to hear. On my way back, I destroyed the only bridge between where he is and where we are. And even if he does get across somehow, we've run so far that it'd still be virtually impossible for him to find our exact location. Besides, even if he had a sense of the general area we're in, he'd need at least 10 minutes to track us down and get himself over here. And on top of all that, I have to tell you there's no way of escaping again. And we're through letting you stall for time. Oh no! Now, before Ueki gets here, time to go, Mr. Sano. Say goodbye!
No one's going anywhere, Marilyn.
Ueki!
No way! How did you locate our position so quickly?
Oh, this thing. It's a receiver. For tracking transmitters. I guess each of you must be wearing one. I thought it was strange when we first warped into this town. We just arrived and you'd already figured out exactly where we were, which means you must have had a transmitter planted on one of us. Anyway, I took this receiver from Baron when I knocked him out.
I'm not sure how you managed to get across the chasm without a bridge, but since you've worked so hard to get here, I think I'll destroy you first. Memory, yes!
It's no good, Ueki. They know all about the weaknesses of your weapons. We'd better get out of here. Sano, protect Ai. Make sure she doesn't get caught up in this, huh?
The power to change blueprint into completed object!
Ueki!
Now you won't be able to use your sacred weapons. Up there, you won't have the stability to aim them properly. The power to change my arms into 6! There's nothing you can do to defend yourself. You can't block, you can't dodge, you're nothing but a target.
Namihana!
You destroyed every single missile with this Namihana and Piss!
Ranma! While I was fighting Baron, I learned how to combine weapons and physical skill within the same attack. Against an opponent like him, my celestial power was most effective at knocking him off balance. But then, I thought that maybe if I used the celestial power to increase my strength, I would still be able to control even the heavier sacred weapons in midair. Of course, I may never have even come up with that idea if the bridge over the chasm hadn't been destroyed. Namihana!
Good grief! You'd sure like to live on the edge!
Sano, sorry I took so long, but I'm about to pay them back 10 times as bad as what they did to you.
Ueki! Pay us back 10 times? All this tough talk just because you crossed the chasm?
That's right. And I have to pay you back for Rinko and Hideyoshi, too.
Huh?
So that's 4 of my teammates, times 10. Make that 40 times as bad!
I don't believe it! Ueki's been able to fine-tune his celestial power so that he can control his sacred weapons better than ever! And here I was thinking we were finished! But now that Ueki's stronger than before, we still got a chance!
Here goes! What now?
Check 1, 2, 3, check. Team Maryland, Team Ueki.
That voice, it's...
The king?
You've got 10 minutes left.
Now, as I mentioned at the beginning, from here on in it's bonus time.
With only 10 minutes to go, I'm sure you're all anxious to finish this. So that's why I'm going to announce the names of the players wearing the 10-point necklaces.
Oh, right, I get it. Once you know who's wearing it, you can focus your attack on them. Then we don't have to waste any time on single-point opponents.
The 10-point necklace on Team Maryland is being worn by... Marilyn Carey!
Oh my.
Why did it have to be Maryland?
And on Team Ueki, it's Kosuke Ueki! Oh, no, I'm just kidding. It's I'm Mori!
That is nothing to joke about!
All right, let's all concentrate our efforts on defeating I.
No, I.
Ueki!
I, run! Right now! Move it!
Why is this happening to me? If only I figured out what my power was! But the power to change my right hand into an overnight millionaire! The power to change a scamp into a mouse! Even though I narrowed it down to those two, I just can't figure out what they might have in common! Besides, even if I did learn what my power is, I've never used it before! And there's no way I'd learn to use it now in the middle of a battle! Oh, this is impossible!
Memory, go after I, please. Yes, I'm sure you won't have any trouble taking care of a little thing like her. Marilyn, I forgot to ask if you were all right after sustaining that injury from Ueki's last attack. Yes, don't worry, it's only a scratch. That's good. I suppose you must be worried that if I'm weakened by this injury, our chances of winning aren't quite as good as they have been up until now. After all, I'm the one wearing the 10-point necklace, and we're currently tied with Team Ueki. Yeah, that's right. Now, get moving. Yes!
Ueki, I'm gonna go after her. Right. But what about your injuries? Don't worry, I'm okay. Since you've been back, I've had a chance to rest up.
Matthew, you take care of Sano.
Roger that. No, I should really follow those guys. But it looks like I'm gonna have to knock Marilyn out before I can do anything else.
Good. Now we can take our time and fight one-on-one.
I got better things to do with my time than fight you. I'm gonna beat you as fast as I can so I can go help my friends. But I'm not going anywhere until I figure out what her power is. Gulliver! You might need your power to get out of this, so let's see it.
What are you trying to do with that box?
What the? Did she just use her power? What was it?
I'm afraid that you're never gonna learn what my power is, Ueki. Because you're gonna be defeated long before that ever happens.
Then how about this? This! Kurogane! Alright, I've got her now. What? She's fast.
I've been looking forward to this for a while. I always like to leave my strongest opponent for the end.
Is it possible that she's got some kind of ultra high-speed power? Could she be increasing the power of her arms and legs to speed up her kicks and punches? When she hit me with that first forearm smash, it was almost like she closed the gap between us in a split second. That would explain how she dodged the Gulliver. But then how did she avoid the Kurogane? Her feet weren't even touching the ground at the time. And no matter how fast she is, it doesn't explain how she could move that quickly in midair. She managed it somehow. This isn't good. I can't let her come any closer. No way! She's too fast! Huh? How'd she...
That's enough fooling around.
Maybe she's...
This wasn't supposed to be so easy. How disappointing. Oh well, guess I'll just have to finish you off and go after I instead.
Don't make me say it again. I'm not gonna let you go after my friends. I'm gonna be the one that goes after them. But only after I defeat you.
You defeat me? That's silly. You don't even know what my power is.
Oh, this is crazy, Kosuke. Let's retreat until we can think of something.
Ranma!
I keep telling you, there's no way that you'll ever beat me.
I knew it.
Huh?
What is it, Kosuke?
Your power is the power to change a short period of time into a long period of time.
Changing time?
Yeah. At first I thought you had the power to increase the strength of your arms and legs. But I knew that couldn't be right. Otherwise you would have been able to jump over my Ranma and attack me in the same instant. So now it's obvious that you can't jump much higher than anyone else can. And then, before when you were dodging my Namihana, your hair hardly moved, even though you seemed to be moving incredibly fast. That's what led me to believe that you were actually moving from place to place at a normal speed.
You're right. My power is the power to change 1 second into 10 seconds. So, for every second it takes you to attack, I can take up to 10 seconds to react. I'm actually quite impressed that you figured it out so quickly.
Wow, that's amazing, Kosuke.
Nah, all I had was the part about being able to change a short period of time into a longer one, that's all. You're the one who gave me the exact details.
See? The fact that you know what my power is really doesn't make any difference, does it? What it comes down to is that I can move 10 times faster than you can. But since you're the first opponent who's ever uncovered the secret of my power, I'm beginning to think that this might just be the greatest fight of my life. Now, please rise to the challenge and give me your best. Put up a good fight so that I can feel alive.
Hey, why don't you stop hiding and come out and play?
If I don't get rid of this guy soon, I won't be able to go and help Ai.
This is our chance to fight each other one-on-one, so let's have some fun with it. No point in living if you're not having fun.
What do you mean, fun? You must be stupid if you think I'd enjoy fighting while my teammates are in trouble.
Huh? Well then, why don't you tell me what you like to do for fun?
Huh? Well, let's see. How about sitting in a hot spring with snow gently falling on your head as you look up into the sky and clear your mind? It's great.
Sounds lame.
How can you say that?
If you're gonna be sitting in a hot spring, you might as well have a bunch of pretty girls in there with you. And after that, a nice cold drink. But if you ask me, there's nothing more fun than being in a good fight.
I can't seem to shake this guy off. I guess if I want to go and help Ai, I'm gonna have to beat him first. But that won't be easy.
The difference in our powers is clear. The power to change towels into iron sounds like garbage to me.
We have different powers, but so what? I know all about his power and those guns he has. I don't stand a chance against him if I keep fighting from this distance. But he's just let his guard down and only has one gun in his right hand. If I can just get in close enough to strip that gun away from him, maybe I have a chance.
You know, you can't run forever. This again?
Take that!
What is this? Huh? There you are.
Now that you're unarmed, I can attack!
Did you really think that was gonna work?
Not for a second. What I'm after is your unprotected stomach. What the?
The power to change my arms into 6.
That sucks.
Now I've gotcha.
This is bad. He's got my arms and legs.
And I've still got 2 of mine left.
What now? That last attack was the only chance I had left.
Ooh, that hurt. Man, are you ever sneaky.
If I hadn't changed the towels wrapped around me into iron, this would have been a lot worse.
You really are something. Even with that useless power of yours, you've been able to keep me entertained for quite some time. But it's over now. What are you gonna do with one little towel at this stage in the game? Isn't it obvious to you my power's superior? I mean, your power is practically useless. Can't you see that?
Stop saying that! This power, my power, is a precious gift that was given to me by a good friend. Wonko, give it up! You gotta stop this!
And now it's time for me to get going. I'm so glad I was able to be the candidate who sponsored you.
Wonko.
You've been a really good friend to me. And I'm so proud of you. Farewell, Sano.
No. Why? Why did you have to leave me, Numaru? My power was a gift given to me by my good friend Wonko. I won't let you tell me that it's useless!
Good friend. Sorry, but the fact of the matter is that your power doesn't work against me. I call that useless. Goodbye.
Could he be right? Is my power really useless against him no matter what I do? Isn't there any way I can defeat this guy? I want to be stronger. Stronger!
You're much harder to beat than I thought. I'm surprised you were still able to dodge those bullets.
I dodged them?
Well, I always say, the battles with the strongest opponents are the most fun.
What's he talking about? He says I dodged his bullets, but I thought he missed me on purpose.
It's not gonna work this time. Goodbye.
This must be mine. Don't tell me this is mine.
Wait, my bullets avoided him. What's happening here?
The bullets didn't avoid me. Huh? They got pulled away. This must be my level 2.
Enough messing around! Huh? What is this?
King, what is that?
It's obviously some kind of level 2.
Yes, but with such advanced abilities, I would have thought that he'd already awakened his level 2 power.
I agree. One of the conditions of getting your level 2 is to have completely mastered your level 1 celestial power. And in that sense, this guy has obviously proven that he's ready for it.
Right.
But that's not the only requirement. There's still a big hurdle you have to overcome to go from level 1 to level 2.
Hurdle?
And getting over that hurdle has nothing to do with how much skill or talent you have. It's all about the conviction and desire you carry deep within your soul to want to be as strong as possible. Up until now, he probably thought that he could defeat any opponent he came up against by outsmarting them.
Ah!
Ironically, that was probably the exact reason why he never felt he needed to be any stronger. Although, the fact that he's been able to beat almost 20 opponents with that tactic does make him a force to be reckoned with.
Yes, that's very true. But then how do you explain why Ueki, who is so incredibly determined and has such a strong sense of justice, still hasn't attained his level 2?
It's because he's been burdened by both his own celestial power and the celestial power granted to him by his candidate. In order to control 2 very different celestial powers at the same time, you have to have completely mastered them both, which is no easy feat.
That makes sense.
Well, whatever happens, it'll be fun to watch. I see. So that's your level 2. You've been keeping this from me for the entire fight?
That towel I changed into iron pulled the bullets away from me. That must mean that this power has something to do with magnetism. Maybe even super magnetism. I'm beginning to see some interesting possibilities here. Boomerang Cutter! Level 2!
Sorry, but you're too late. All those bullets came back at me. I get it. His level 2 power must be magnetism. I guess that would explain why my guns were yanked out of my hands and the steel-jacketed bullets strayed from their target. Okay, so my guns and ammo won't work anymore. No problem. I'm starting to enjoy this.
At this very moment, my friend is in a lot of trouble. I'm gonna beat you as fast as possible so I can go after her.
Hey, come on. It's just a game. There's no need to get so serious. Why don't we take it easy and have a good time? Check these out. They're made of brass, so your magnetism's not gonna work. Now, what are you gonna do to entertain me this time?
Boomerang Cutter!
It all comes down to hand-to-hand combat! What's wrong? I never would have thought of this if it wasn't for you! Now this is what I call a good time!
Not good! I gotta do something now!
I don't think so!
Boomerang Cutter times 6!
Forget about it! I'll just knock them all down!
Change back! Back to iron! And now for my level 2!
What the? That was close. Now that's what I call fun. Huh? Another close one. I almost forgot that a boomerang always comes back. Huh? Whoa, but it shouldn't keep coming back. Oh, huh? Oh, what's that? That iron boomerang keeps coming at me because of this thing's magnetic power. All right then. I'm gonna have to knock it down with my batons. If I can just get my hands on them, I'm pretty sure I can stop that boomerang. And then if I can keep him from taking them away from me, he won't have any way to defend himself. But can I get to them in time? Or am I gonna get knocked out first? This is my last chance! I won! I won the fight! That must be the boomerang that got stuck in the ceiling when I dodged it before. How are you doing that? Are you connected to that boomerang with one of your iron towels? Don't tell me your last attack was just a way to position me for your next one.
Deactivate magnet!
Oh no! He's going for it!
And now, my level 2 again! When I hit the iron towel wrapped around you, the magnetism increased the power of the blow, making it a boom. I can't believe it. He's still conscious. He's one tough opponent.
Don't worry. I don't want to admit it, but I don't think I'll be getting up. You've won. I always thought that having the opportunity to fight against a worthy opponent like you would be a lot of fun. But for some reason, I'm not enjoying myself at all. I wonder why that is. Now that I think of it, back when I was just a kid, I used to enjoy doing all sorts of different things. I get it now. The things I enjoyed doing.
were the things that made Marilyn laugh. She'd always laugh whenever I won, and that was all I needed to be happy.
You sure are strange. Are you laughing or crying?
I used to think you were so pathetic, wanting to fight for the sake of your friends. But I was just crying a little bit because I realized that I'm just as pathetic as you are. It's been a really long time since I last saw Marilyn laugh that way. I guess it probably means that, in the end, I wasn't able to soften her heart. I sure would like to see her laugh like that again, though.
Hey, Matthew. Matthew. Looks like he just passed out. First he's laughing, then crying, and now he's passed out cold. I wonder what he's gonna do next.
I got it! I finally got this guy's necklace. That means our team is in the lead 3-2.
And who knows, maybe Ueki's even defeated Marilyn by now.
Hey, Ghost! Let me see the score! Ghost?
Huh? What's going on here?
Hey, Ghost! I'm talking to you!
Check 1, 2. This is the King of the Celestial World. Listen up, everyone. I have an announcement to make.
An announcement? About what?
We've been negotiating with the Ghosts for some time now, but talks have recently broken off. They've demanded an increase in pay and have staged a walkout. They are officially on strike.
Ghosts on strike?
So from now on, I'd ask that each team keep track of its own score. That is all.
Wait a second! How are we supposed to do that? Why don't you guys do your job for once?
Now, please rise to the challenge and give me your best. Put up a good fight so that I can feel alive. You're actually pretty tough, aren't you, Ueki? Anyone else would be down for the count by now. The fact that you can still get to your feet means that you're a worthy opponent. So now, why don't you do your best to entertain me some more?
Fine. How about this? Take that!
The power to change 1 second into 10 seconds. Like I told you before, my power allows me to stretch every second of time into 10 seconds. Basically, what that means is that I'll always be 10 times faster than you. And even though you know what my power is, there's really nothing you can do about it.
You say I can't do anything, but I'm still gonna try. She's my friend, and I've gotta go and rescue her.
You're still blathering on about that? How many times do I have to tell you that there's no point in helping each other?
Rika! Let's see how fast you really are. Huh?
It's no problem for me to match your speed. All I have to do is run. But you're forced to rely on an acceleration device, which doesn't allow you to move as freely as I can. So you see, once again, my skills are superior.
I've gotta go. Help my friend. Rika!
Didn't I just tell you that wasn't gonna work?
If my sacred weapons worked while I was in midair, then I should be able to use them while I'm running, too. And if the Rika's not gonna cut it, I'll have to show her a Rika plus attack! Narihana!
You've obviously thought this one out. It's harder to read than your previous attacks. And it's hard for me to get close enough to hit you because you're attacking on the run. It's like he's combining his weapons to create new ones. But they're ineffective. Too bad.
None of my attacks can touch her. I mean, come on, doesn't she have any weaknesses at all? maybe it has something to do with her limiting condition. She doesn't use any weapons, so even if she's 10 times faster, her attacks are still limited by her physical strength. There's gotta be a weakness there somewhere. It probably has something to do with the fact that she's been training since she was a little kid. She can deliver a few dozen attack patterns with pinpoint accuracy, but she keeps using the exact same attacks over and over again. So she's obviously the kind of person who follows the book. Probably some kind of combat manual she's memorized. But that might also mean she has the same habits when she attacks. After taking hit after hit from her, I think I'm finally onto something. I've noticed that just before she attacks with that first punch, a straight right jab, she always pivots on the ball of her foot. So if I know what kind of attack she's gonna launch, it doesn't matter if she comes at me 10 times as fast. As soon as I spot that telltale foot pivot, I'll use my Raika and go into the close quarters counterattack. This is how I'm gonna beat her. I just know it.
What are you doing, Kosuke? Why won't you fight back?
Not yet. I've just gotta take it until she attacks with that pattern.
Kosuke! Are you okay? Kosuke!
Looks like this is as far as you go. Well, at least you won't have to suffer anymore. Won't that be nice?
I'm not worried about myself.
Huh?
My friend is the one who's suffering. I've gotta go and help her. And you're not gonna stop me.
I guess you're not finished yet. I'm enjoying this. That was so fun!
You can't be serious.
Of course I am. Fighting's the only thing that gives my life purpose.
You don't really want to fight anymore, do you, Marilyn?
What did you say?
You heard me. I don't think that you have any interest in fighting anymore, do you, Marilyn?
What would make you think something like that? You say such funny things sometimes. Fighting is what gives my life meaning. Of course I want to fight. Where do you think you're going?
I'm gonna go and rescue I.
But you have to beat me before you go.
I'm gonna help my friend. And I definitely do not want to be in a battle against an opponent whose heart isn't in it. I can't do that.
Do you still say that you're not willing to fight against me?
I don't know why you're doing this. You can attack me all you want, but I'm not gonna fight you.
I see. So are you saying that you can keep taking hits like these? You think I'm not a worthy opponent, is that it? Then you've left me no other choice but to use my level 2 so that there'll be no way to avoid fighting back. The power to change 1 second into 10 seconds, level 2! What do you think? I bet you've never seen an attack like that before. This power allows me to double each one of my physical abilities. So for instance, my punches are twice as strong and twice as hard as they were before. How many more hits like that do you think you can withstand? I'm pretty sure it's in your best interest to fight back now, Ueki.
Kosuke, come on, get up!
I can only use my level 2 for 10 minutes a day. If I go over that, every ounce of energy will be sucked out of my body. It's a double-edged sword. But this is just a way to bait him into getting back in the fight.
What are you doing, Kosuke? You've got to counterattack. If you don't, you're
whose heart isn't in it.
Where did you get that idea from anyway? I've never said that I don't want to fight. Never.
But Father, I don't want to fight!
Who are they? Do I know them? I'm not sure. No, I don't want to remember. I've just got to fight. You've got to fight with me, please! Level 2! What do you say now? Still...
It's time for us to go now, Marilyn.
No, please! I don't want you to go!
All right, then. Let's make a deal. I want you to promise me that you'll get much stronger while we're away. And don't be scared of fighting. You'll see. By the time you've learned to fight as well as anyone else, we'll be back.
Really? You promise?
Yeah, that's a promise.
No! Why am I thinking of that now? Level 2! I don't want to remember that. I have to fight. I have to keep on fighting.
Father, haven't they come back yet?
No, they won't be coming back for quite a while yet.
Huh? Who's this little kid? Wanna fight?
No! I don't want to remember!
What, you again? Leave us alone and get out of here. You call this training? Are you crazy or something?
Marilyn, it looks like you've been scrapping with those thugs again. The war was over a year ago. You don't need to keep training like that anymore.
No, I can't, Father. I've got to get stronger.
Please, don't make me remember. I don't want to think about that anymore.
The war is over, but the reason they haven't come home yet is because I'm not strong enough. They did promise me that they'd come back as soon as I could fight as well as anyone else. That's why I've got to keep on trying as hard as I can. And the sooner I get strong and learn how to fight, the sooner they'll all come home. I'm sure they're okay.
But in my heart, I knew. You're right! I really don't want to keep doing this, but if I don't, that means I've given up on them! They promised me they'd come back! Of course, I finally realized that they were all dead, but by then, I didn't know what else to do but fight! And I don't want to think about it because I can't believe that I'll never see them again! I've been fighting for 10 years, hoping that one day soon my friends would come back. I can't face the fact that it was all for nothing. If only I'd realized it sooner. But it's too late for that now. I've got nothing left to live for.
I don't ever give up. I never will. I'm gonna go rescue my friend. So don't you give up either.
During those long days of brutal training, Marilyn was always there to help pull me through.
Oh, Marilyn, I forgot to ask if you were all right after sustaining that injury from Ueki's last attack.
Never say that you've got nothing left to live for. It's not true.